Q92.
Right here on today's hit music. It's Q92. Good morning, everybody. Q92 Morning Show. Christian, Lauren, and Jake are here with you. We got you from now all the way until 10 a.m. Help you get to school, help you get to work, or maybe help you get home from third shift, which should be wrapping up just about now. So good morning to you guys. Thanks for having us on your radios. Thanks for streaming us at Q92radio.com. And, of course, now you can watch the show on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Don't forget, we got a brand new, just kicked it off yesterday, You're Included contest, where you can win a big screen for the big game, not to mention Hothead Burritos, VIP catering for 20 people, thanks to our friends at Hothead Burritos in Green. So do yourself a favor, head over to the live chat right now, the live video stream. It could be on Facebook, YouTube, or X. Doesn't matter which platform you go to. Head on over there, click the like button, interact, say hello. Maybe put a TV emoji in the comments. Or if did we decide, is there a burrito emoji?
There is a burrito.
So yeah. Do either one, and you'll be entered, and we're going to randomly select one of you at the end of the show and make you a finalist. Just that simple. I get settled back in here. Jake's mic's on. It is Groundhog Day, everybody.
Yeah, it is.
This is the day. Puxatawny Phil. I do not believe they went with the coin.
No, I think.
From PETA, I think they're sticking with the groundhog.
I agree.
So, and we found out this yesterday texting. Jake loves Groundhog Day.
I love Groundhog Day.
And that's awesome.
I said that. I was like, is he kidding? I hope he's kidding.
Yeah, sometimes in
kidding.
text it's hard for like sarcasm or like it's hard for that to come through. But I asked you off air. You really said you like it because it's stupid.
Yeah, nobody really. I feel like it's underrated. I feel like nobody celebrates it. It's been my favorite holiday for like the last 3 years.
Now wait a minute. Over Christmas?
No, not over Christmas, but
okay. Excluding
other
Christmas.
than the actual holidays. This
yeah,
is your
I feel like it should be big because like people celebrate it, but like only the people that go and watch the groundhog wake up and that stuff. But like, besides that, I feel like it's not really touched on or celebrated like at all.
You're right, except for in Puxatawny, Pennsylvania, there are people.
Oh,
there are people. Now you're right. Around the
like
country, yes.
Yeah.
But there are people so drunk right now.
Oh my gosh. What do you think happens?
Right now.
Exactly. What do you think happens at 7:28 a.m. or 20 minutes away from it? Like, you're like, party's over and everybody just passes out in the street.
Is it like New Year's Eve in New York City where like a half hour later you look at the streets are empty? You ever watch that?
Yeah.
When you think of all the people that are in Times Square and when they cut back like at like 12:30, not a person on the
Not
street.
a soul.
I can't imagine they keep partying, but I don't know. We'll keep you posted. We'll be able to find a live feed or something here. We'll watch it. We'll make sure you guys know if we got 6 more weeks to win or not. Is it if he sees it, we do, or we doesn't?
Yeah, I
see
don't
it?
know.
Yeah, see, I don't know either.
I just wait for everybody else.
Well,
to tell
Jake,
us.
you're the expert.
I don't know either.
Jake,
It's his holiday, and he's like, I love it. It's my favorite.
I think it's funny, but I don't know.
that's funny. Oh, we got a little Groundhog Day graphic on the video. Awesome. Shout out to Sarda.
Look at him.
Shout out to Sarda, being the sponsor of our video stream at the 7 o'clock hour.
Absolutely.
So love our friends at Sarda. So we're with you here today. And like I said, this hour, Justin Timberlake tickets to give away. We're playing movie mashup today, not music matchup. So I hope you know your Justin Timberlake movies because you're going to have to if you want to win these tickets. 8 o'clock hour, get another finalist for the big screen for the big game. Free Advice Friday is always in the 8 o'clock hour. Then the 9 o'clock hour, around 9:15, Maddie Zurakowski from Hall of Fame Village. She'll be joining us. And then around 9:40, comedian Lee Harden going to be calling in. He's performing tonight and 2 shows tomorrow night at Crackpot's Comedy Club in Massillon. So we got guests, we got prizes, we got advice. We got it all coming up this morning. We're glad you guys are with us, and we'll keep you posted on what old Puxatawny Phil sees. It's a big day. It's Groundhog Day. We're excited. It's Jack Harlow. It's Love It On Me. It's Q. just joining us, we were talking last hour, middle of last hour, about my not daughter sets like 5 alarms to go off from 6 a.m. to like 6:50. She wakes up, sets the next one, tries to go back to sleep. Sets the next one, goes back to sleep, et cetera, et cetera.
This continues for an hour.
I found that idiotic. Not her, it.
The process.
The process. We had a big discussion last night. She said, I just don't get it.
You don't?
I'm an old head or whatever, but I don't get it.
Is that what she called you?
No, that's what I call myself. So I'm like, why would you not just sleep that 50 minutes of full sleep? That's an hour of sleep.
Yeah.
You don't get it. You don't get it. And that's not her voice, but that's what I'll use from now on. You don't get it. You don't get it. Lauren just sets a normal alarm. You have one backup, oh crap alarm.
Yeah, but it's like 30 minutes later.
I set an alarm. I have one snooze that's like 5 minutes after that. I have my alarm, the loudest volume, the most annoying noise you can have. Jake is also a little bit of a multi-alarm guy now. Are you still that way now, Jake?
No, I'll say like 1 or 2.
1 or 2 and you're good to go. Yeah. So we had a couple phone calls. A lady called in her 30s. She said, I'm in my 30s and I do the same thing.
Yeah.
She sets like multiple alarms. And one of the reasons my not daughter said she does this is because she won't wake up as angry.
Yeah, she's gently waking herself up. I think it's the healthiest, wisest use of time? No. But I understand her logic and that,
A lot of you, we had 2 phone calls, and we had a lady who said she's a psych major, and studies have shown that actually is worse, and you get less sleep, and you'll be more tired and more irritable.
Yeah.
And that checks out with the not daughter, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
So, a lot of you text. Let's read some of them. See what you guys do. Mine goes off every 5 minutes from 6:20 to 6:40.
Every how many
5 minutes. So you could have slept that 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I do that system too. It gradually wakes you up, and when it's finally ready for you to get up, I don't feel as groggy.
See, it works for some
Nuts.
people.
I'm 38. I set my alarms just like her, crying, laughing emoji. I'm a mom of 3 kids, ages 15, 11, and 8. I'm 33, and I do that sometimes. She sent in a screenshot. She has an alarm at 5:30, 6, 6:15, and 6:30. You guys, you could be sleeping.
Angela on Facebook says, I have 1 alarm only. I can barely stand to hear it once, much less it going off multiple times.
Absolutely. I have 5 alarms set 6 minutes apart. The last alarm having a total different sound. God, a lot of these people do this. The not daughter's correct. You gradually waking up a little bit more with each alarm.
You better tell her to go back and watch this segment on YouTube so she can hear how many listeners have her back.
Q92.
38 degrees for the high today with decreasing clouds for the afternoon hours. That means sunshine's moving in. Overnight, a partly cloudy sky on the way, a low in the middle 20s. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
$7:18 right here on today's hit music, Q92. Coming up, we're going to be playing a movie mashup for Justin Timberlake tickets. We got clips from some of his movies. Listen to them. Call us up and tell us in order what movies we're playing clips from. So hopefully, you don't just know Justin Timberlake's music. You know his filmography, but he's been in some movies. More than a couple.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he was Shawshank or Titanic, but he's been in movies. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So that's coming up. And, hour. They're finalists for the big screen, for the big. And free advice Friday. That's all coming up. All that chocolate perfect. Whatever that is. You're going to send chocolate.
Oh my gosh, no, they totally they always chime in on the live stream.
Now, I'm not big into like, I pretty much just like chocolate covered nuts.
You're placing your order.
I like anything dark.
Oh, stop.
Needle Ninja. Good morning, TGIF. And have a wonderful weekend, everybody. I hope so. Checking in. Oh, good morning, beautiful, sexy Lauren. There you go.
Aw,
That's
thank
Tony?
you. No, I'm not in the text line right now, so
You don't want to. You want to enter for a chance to become a finalist for the big screen for the big game. Text in the emoji. You have to go to Facebook, YouTube, text, like the live video stream, and you want to put the emoji there. You randomly pick someone from the video stream of watching. Appreciate you trying to enter on the text line. I just want you to have a chance to become a finalist, though. Post that baby on Facebook, YouTube, or X. Let me see. Someone text. They have a whole festival. I don't know what that means.
in Punxsutawney.
Oh, Punxsutawney.
Right, we know.
Watch the guy's arm, someone said.
That'd be kind of funny. You gotta be prepared for that. Like, he has his own suite. They have like a convention center named Punxsutawney Convention Center where they host all this.
It is no joke.
It's no joke.
Like, for real, no joke.
Like, you can literally stop by. He lives with his wife. Fun fact. That was so
Crazy.
cute.
Never had kids. Fun fact.
No, never had kids. And he's kind of like,
I found a live feed on YouTube. We keep everyone posted when it happens.
oh, okay. Good.
So, I think so. After this ad stop. Oh, yeah, there it is. Oh, yeah, some guys. Oh, look at it. There's the whole shebang.
Well, it's 7
People
minutes
will
away.
sign.
Oh, yeah.
Top Monopoly guys name that crowd.
Monopoly
Same.
guys. They do look like Monopoly guys.
Oh, my God. They're not. Well, they're unlocking. You know, it's probably good radio. I apologize.
Yeah.
Probably very poor radio.
We're going to know here.
Yeah, we'll know.
very,
We'll tell you. It's
very
real life. It's very poor radio to just sit here and just so we're doing that. Have you guys, either of you, seen Nick Lachey just dragged on TikTok?
Oh,
His cover of Halsey.
no. I haven't. You know what? To be fair, this is probably the longest I've gone without being on TikTok.
It's
Couple weeks.
It's funny. I don't think he butchers the song. I'm going to play the audio.
Okay.
I don't think he. I think they're more saying as the kids like it's a cringe watch. He's on a couch, like eyes closed, like
He's that guy though. When
really into it,
right.
and it's just I can see. I like Nick Lachey. I like that. So, and I just think he's getting dragged a little bit because he does look a little on the cringe side.
Yeah.
You haven't. I'm sure if you have TikTok, I'll bet you've seen it because people are duetting it, and they're being like, when he pulls out the guitar at the party, it makes you uncomfortable. Like they're like just sitting there, making fun like they're sitting there watching it.
Yeah. You mean like the Stitch?
Well, they call it. Don't they call
Duet?
it duetting
Okay.
on the TikTok? That's what the kids say, I believe.
Maybe.
Make sure everything else is muted before I play this. All right, here we go. Listen, I think this is decent. I'm not saying this is the song he should have picked to do and post on YouTube, but this is him singing Halsey.
And I got you off your knees, put you right back on your feet, just so you could take advantage of me. Now tell me how's it feel sitting up there, feeling so high, too far away to hold me. You know I'm the one who put you up there, name in the sky, just ever get lonely, thinking you could live without me, thinking you could live without me. Baby, I'm the one who put you up there. I don't know why. Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's not bad.
I know, but you were doing some of the things he's
If you
doing
see
in
the video, I think they're more cringing about the video. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Than anything else. So if you want to go watch that TikTok, you tell me if you feel like he's fine. First of all, I thought the singing was fine.
Yeah.
That's Nick Lachey.
Yeah.
Sounds like any other Nick Lachey song I've ever heard.
Yep.
But
I would agree.
The duets are very funny. Fire Chief checking in late. Busy morning already. Have a wonderful and safe day. Lauren, Christian, and Jake, thank you.
Aw, thank you.
Enjoy your day
Yes.
as well. All right, so coming up after Florida Georgia Line and Nelly, well, I haven't heard that in a while.
Ooh, I like it.
We're going to kick off. All right, movie mashup. I already told you what it is, but I'll explain it one more time.
But it's Timberlake style, right?
Justin Timberlake edition. I've got clips from 4 or 5. I'll have to check while the song plays. Justin Timberlake movies. Your job is going to be to listen, call us up, and name the movies in order. If you do it correctly first, when we answer the phone and you're on the other end, guess what? You're going to see him Sunday, July 7th at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. You know, just on a personal note that means nothing to anybody.
Yeah.
I'm contemplating going to that show. That's the week I go to South Carolina, but we come back Saturday.
Ooh.
So I'm contemplating going to that Sunday and taking the next Monday off because that will still only be 5 vacation days because one of those days.
Yeah.
I went to a Sunday night concert in Cleveland. You know how bad I'd be dragging ass getting up at 4 a.m. the next day?
Yep.
If they'd at least be like, you can come in at 7 that day. They won't. The suits will not allow it.
Have you ever asked?
I think you know.
Have you ever asked?
It's not worth it.
Have you ever asked?
No.
Then you don't know.
It's not even worth.
Do you want to run an experiment?
Why don't I let everybody come in when they want? I could just hear it. I could just hear it.
I don't know.
Why even have hours?
I don't know.
Everyone
Part of
just
me
come
thinks
in and
they'd
do what
let
they
you.
want. They'd let me and not pay me.
Well, if you're not here, no, they're not going to pay you.
I know.
What are you going to be like? Yeah, you know what? Go to the concert. Come in at 7 and I'll pay you.
Yeah,
That's
actually,
probably-
that would be fantastic.
That's probably not going to happen.
That's why I'm probably, if I do it, I'll take that Monday off. Because that'll still only be 5 vacation days I use. Thanks for the 4th of July being during my...
Yeah. It's fine.
So I don't know.
Mine will be coming 2 weeks later, so.
I don't know if I'm going to do it, but I'm thinking it.
Okay.
Because I've never seen him.
Yeah.
Well, saw him with NSYNC.
Yeah.
It was the gun to then. It was either, I think, or Quicken Loans. I saw him, but I've never seen him solo. I want to see it. By the way, him and Brittany are fighting.
Mark on Facebook's asking where in South Carolina you're going. You're going to Murrells Inlet, right?
That's where I believe I'm going.
Yeah.
That's where I believe I'm going. See, Timberlake and Brittany are firing shots again. Now, Justin, you made a mistake here, Justin.
Oh, I know. I saw what he did, and I was like,
He used a Conor McGregor quote. And he was on stage. And he's like, I'd like to take this time to apologize to absolutely no one.
I know. I loved it.
Do and I don't.
He has kept his mouth shut.
I know.
She has drug him through the mud.
Yes.
He is allowed to say something, and that's all he said. That's all he said.
I know. And then she popped off on Instagram afterwards. Someone told me someone was talking blank about me on the streets. Let me see. Do you want me to bring it to court, or will you go home crying to your mom like you did last time? I'm not sorry. So now she's not sorry. What are you going to sue him for? Go to court for what?
Right.
And like, how many times are you going to drop the crying home to your mommy line?
Right.
Like, that's like the 4th time you've used it.
I know.
It's like, you're a poo-poo face. You say something like, well, you're a poo-poo face. You're still a poo-poo face. Like, I keep saying it over and over. I was like, we get it.
Right.
Do you have anything else? I get what you're saying. I'm just like, Justin, you're dealing with a little bit of crazy. Don't mess with, and just let it, Usher, keep on the Usher train. No one remembers Usher's little problem because he shut up. I know you're on stage, adrenaline's running, people are cheering for you. I get it, but I feel like, although you're right, he is justified in doing that.
Oh, look at you.
I feel like that was not a good. And if I was, when he came back, I'd be like, was that really necessary? I feel like there's going to be a receipt for that, Justin. I feel like she's going to respond to that. And then her Twitter weirdos are going to come out of nowhere. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I saw you did that. But I agree with you, but I just don't know. I just don't know.
You know what? To me, I was fine with it. He's allowed to clap back. She has done a lot of clapping.
Yeah. You could say applause.
Dear Lord. He's all into his puns today.
Florida Georgia line, cruise, Q92.
Baby,
They had like a list of things you don't realize you do that annoy your neighbors. And I was going through a list. It's pretty standard. It's a lot of things that I think we've all experienced neighbors doing, or we've even maybe done ourselves.
Right, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like mowing your lawn late at night or early in the morning. Letting your dogs go in the neighbor's yard and poop. And, you know what I mean? Not taking care of that or not cleaning up the poop.
Yeah.
Things like letting your kids play in the street all day. Going overboard for holidays.
That's my yard. Mind your business.
Tree debris or grass debris, not putting the grass clippings out in the street, or letting your leaves go into your neighbor's yard, or raking them into your neighbor's yard, things like that.
Yeah.
Parking issues, people who park on the street and other people don't like it or not allowed to do it, but they do it anyway. Basic stuff. And it got me thinking, like, doesn't mean you don't like your neighbors.
Right.
But what is something your neighbor does that annoys you or you don't like, you wish they didn't do? Again, that's necessary. You might hate your neighbors. I get it. But you might not hate them at all. But they do this one thing. And you're like, yeah, I really wish you guys didn't do that. like mine is just because I'm an introvert.
Yeah.
I wish they wouldn't be outside when I pull in to talk to me.
That's funny.
When I pull in, I just want to go in my house.
Oh, I
and
know.
It has nothing to do. They're lovely. I have great neighbors on both sides.
I know that, but you're similar here. Like, don't talk to me. I just want to leave.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to go. I want to get in I just pulled in. I just got home. I want to and I'm going to get the mail, and I said, like, oh, I'll pull in. They'll laugh because we'll pull in, and you'll hear, I'll go, oh, if one of them's outside, like,
are your windows ever down?
Here we go. No, I'm not like that rude. And I have great neighbors on both sides. Awesome. It has nothing to do with them as persons. It has to do with me being a weirdo and not wanting to associate with humans.
Yeah, I don't mind that. We have awesome neighbors on our one side. Like, we're very good friends with them. Our kids babysit, house sit. We just got done fish sitting yesterday for them. They're amazing. We could not ask for.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. We're just checking on the live stream while you guys are hanging out.
Can you guys tell us, do you hear us okay? Because I know some of you guys said we were having an audio issue. We're trying to fix it on our end.
I don't know. Do the mics sound okay to you? Are we popping our peas?
Are we?
Our peas?
Sounds good.
Anyone?
To me now?
Now
Okay.
it sounds good to you.
But
Much better. Amy says
Much
much
better.
better.
I don't know when. I don't even know when it started.
I wonder if it was like an internet rendering thing. You know what I mean? Like, it was just maybe for some reason our internet speed dropped.
I don't know.
Look at me trying to be the help desk.
Yeah. Did you turn it off? Restart it?
Right. Did Did you blow in it?
Every IT guy, well, did you restart it?
Right.
I used
know.
to tell my old engineer at my old radio job, I used to start the conversation with,
Yes, I
my
restarted
computer's
it.
not working. I not only restarted, I hard rebooted it.
Good.
Now can we get to the problem?
Right. Now can we get going?
Yeah, now can we get going? I already did those 2 things.
Okay, good. 2 YouTube users, too, are saying we're good.
All right,
you
well,
guys
let's
can
hope
hear
it
us.
stays that way.
Yeah, when we come back on, we'll tell everybody that's listening. But yes, spring is around the corner, allegedly.
It's true.
That
Very
little
true.
groundhog.
All right, Justin Timberlake movie mashup coming up as well.
Keep listening.
We'll be back, guys. .35 right here on today's Hit Music. It is Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you. Thank you guys so much for having us on the radio, streaming us at Q92radio.com. And if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, and X, we do have a result from old Puxatawny, Lauren.
Yeah, we do. Little bugger. He says spring is around the corner.
How's about that? Oh, by the way, I'm watching live video feed. Yes, everyone leaves.
Like they're literally like,
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
party's over.
Yep, everybody's walking away. Couples holding. They're all just leaving.
Interesting.
I'm just like, all right, well, that was fun. Guess we'll all leave. So there you go. He did see his shadow, right? Or he didn't?
I don't know how that goes again. Hold on, I'll tell you.
Said he did. He
didn't see his shadow.
All right. No shadow. Someone says, stop being a pansy. You just go to the concert and go to work. No sleeping in. Sleep when you're dead. LOL.
See?
Really like sleep, though. You know what I mean? Let's go. Clean up their freaking trash pile. Attract skunks and other critters. Freaking pigsty.
I don't know what that has to do with anything.
What's that for?
It reminds me of Parks and Recreation.
Clean up their flippin' trash pile. Attract skunks and other critters. Freaking pigsty.
Yeah, I don't know.
The studio's kind of clean.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Let me see. Since he's wrong more than right, I'll keep my winter coat out. Probably not the worst idea. Okay, let's play Justin Timberlake movie mashup, folks. Very simple. We have 5 clips from 5 Justin Timberlake movies. We're going to play them here for you. I didn't mess with the audio or reverse them or anything like that or speed them up or slow them down. Your job is going to be to call us up at 330-450-9292 and give us the 5 Justin Timberlake movies in order. If you do that, you're going to see him at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. So let's do that right now, ladies and gentlemen. Here is the movie mashup.
Do you think you can tell us which is the right one?
You bet.
Great.
No, that's okay. We're fine, thanks.
Branch, he's trying to help us.
I don't like the looks of him.
What if I said you could walk over there right now, jump on a bus, catch a ride home? I turned my back, told True Love you, and ran away or something.
A Stanford MBA named Roy Raymond wants to buy his wife some lingerie, but he's too embarrassed to shop for it in a department store. He comes up with an idea for a high-end place that doesn't make you feel like a pervert. He gets a $40,000 bank loan, borrows another $40,000 from his in-laws, opens a store and calls it Victoria's Secret.
I liked your eyes. I didn't think I'd ever seen such big, beautiful eyes.
Your lips. Yeah, thought you might be a good kisser.
I am. Your breasts.
What about them?
They intrigued me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I think they're so tiny.
Still breasts.
Thanks.
So, are you excited about your surgery?
I've never been more excited about anything.
It's a pretty inspiring message to the kids. We should never stop working on ourselves. Like you with your little boobs, or me experimenting with ethnic food.
There you go. 5 Justin Timberlake movies were played there. Again, we didn't mess with the volume. We didn't mess with the speed.
No.
We didn't reverse any audio. Who can name those 5 movies? I am saying those are probably the 5 most prominent Justin Timberlake movies.
Yeah, I would agree.
330. I've never seen
these.
Trolls.
I've seen 3 of these.
I've never seen any of them.
You're an idiot.
That one's free. 330-450-9292. There you go. You can name the other 4. I'll guarantee you someone didn't hear me just do that. They were too busy calling.
I guarantee you they all heard.
Whoops. Who can name 4 out of 5 Justin Timberlake movies? Not the one I mentioned. But I stand by the statement. Never saw it. It's Fall Out Boy. We didn't start the fire. It's Q92. Do women want gentlemen? Or don't you still want the bad boys?
I mean,
Do
I
you want
don't know about a
gentle
bad
man?
boy, but you don't want a pushover either. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I would really like you girls just to do that. Text your man that, and then text back whatever the hell they write back. I'm just curious, or just tell us what he wrote back. I'm very curious. I mean, I guess that would be a good compliment to get, I suppose.
Should I add a heart emoji?
No, don't overdo it.
No, okay.
Don't overdo it. If he's listening, this isn't going to work.
He's not listening.
You know what I love about our sister station, AM 1310 WDPN?
That it smacks. I mean, it's so
Man,
good.
You go to pee sometimes. You leave this studio. You have to walk by the WDPN studio to come back to our studio.
Yes.
You know, shout out to Rex in the morning.
Sexy Rexy.
Clint, our newsman, our buddy.
Absolutely.
Does the news every day and calls high school football here on the station. But, man, you'll come back from the bathroom and you'll hear an absolute banger coming out of that studio.
It could be Billy Joel. It could be Madonna. It could be Michael Bolton. I mean, I've heard come out of that. I've heard the Fievel song somewhere out there.
Whoa, somewhere out there.
Yeah.
Tremendous song.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
that's
good.
a great song.
Yeah.
That was a sad movie at times.
Oh, my gosh.
American Tail.
That might be the first time as a child that I knew what depression was.
Kid lost his family.
I know. And then you were worried about losing yours. It made you a paranoid child.
Oh, damn. Oh, find your family, Feifel. Oh, and that song wasn't exactly the happiest song either.
No.
Oh, underneath the same blue sky. Oh, my God. One of the funniest things I've ever as a child laughed at. And I mean, I laughed, stomach hurt, couldn't breathe. And I'll never be able to explain it to where you guys would understand how funny it was. I'll never be able for you to be there and understand, because if I explain it to you, like, oh, okay. My brother did not understand the concept of bumper cars.
Okay.
And
what did he run from them?
My brother, my sister, we all got one. I don't know if he just thought you just drive around the little room.
Right.
And that's it.
And there happens to be a lot of accidents. I mean, what?
And we were doing bumper cars. Who is this?
This is Angela.
All right, Angela, where are you calling from this morning?
Barberton.
All right, Angela, can you name those 5 Justin Timberlake movies in order?
All right, I'm going to go with Alpha Dog, The Love Guru, Friends with Benefits. Or no, I'm sorry, I meant to say, oh gosh.
To be honest, you were wrong with the first one.
Yeah.
To be honest.
You started out
You're
wrong.
on. I'm sorry. Thank you for the call. Q92, hello, who's this?
Hi, it's Brittany.
Brittany, where are we calling from?
Brewster.
All right, Brittany, name those 5 Justin Timberlake movies in order.
Okay, Trolls, Alpha Dog, Social Network, Friends with Benefits, and Bad Teacher.
Oh, you got
Brittany!
it. You got it. You're going to see Timberlake.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Brittany, you just scored yourself a pair of tickets to see Justin Timberlake at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse on Sunday, July 7th.
Awesome.
Girl, you know your Justin Timberlake movies.
Yes, I do.
Well, paid off. Brittany, congratulations. What's your favorite
Q92.
station?
Army National Guard, we are your neighbors and friends.
Have you ever in your life
You're
wanted
going
to put
to
a
be
toe in your
arrested.
mouth?
A toe in my mouth?
Have you ever, other than maybe Jimmy's, like to kiss them?
That is the cutest
It is
thing
really
in the
cute.
world. That is the cutest thing in the world.
But an adult's toe. Have you ever had the urge?
I don't hate feet. I'm not necessarily a
Have you ever wanted to suck them though?
wanted. I'm sure I have.
Like suck a toe.
I'm sure I have.
Ugh.
I'm not boring, Lauren. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm not missionary only. Lights off.
you're so dumb.
All right, that is.
You're so dumb.
I'm not.
I have never.
And no
though.
talking. No talking.
Mm.
But there is a huge difference in that with 2 consenting adults and going into a stranger's hotel room.
I get it.
Sounds like the guy from Mr. Deeds that loved changing socks.
You know,
crazy.
I know you've always told me about the foot fetish and all that kind of stuff. We've had discussions off air about this.
Christian, no, don't lie on air. I'm just lie. No, I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
I was watching TikTok last night. It's so weird that this topic came up. And some lady, you know where they go up to people and they're like, all right, what's your name? What do you do for a living? How much do you make? And it'll be like a bunch of different professions in different cities, like, and how much they make. And the girl was like, I don't want to tell you. And she's like, why? When she asked her what she did for a living. She's like, I sell foot pictures and videos. And she's like, on OnlyFans? She's like, no, there's a website called Fun with Feet.
Or Foot Finder.
Well, it's called Fun with Feet, the one she was talking about. And she's like, how much have you made this year? And she's like, I'm really close to $100,000. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So obviously the foot fetish obsession is a lot larger than any of us know or are willing to admit, obviously.
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. It's huge. It's a money maker. And it's not even, think about the girls on OnlyFans. You're not even doing that. You're just taking off a sock.
Yeah.
Q92.
38 degrees for the high today with decreasing clouds for the afternoon hours. That means sunshine's moving in. Overnight, a partly cloudy sky on the way, a low in the middle 20s. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
Is 7:52. As you know, we talk a lot about OnlyFans on this show, and from time to time, I defend the women
You
of
do.
OnlyFans. Some of these teachers that lose their job, things like that. When we go back and forth, you guys have heard the arguments. You've heard us go back and forth. How I feel. Well, another story came up. I sent to both Jake and Lauren yesterday that a mom is banned. This is from mysuncoast.com. I'm citing that article. A mom is banned from dropping her kids off at a Christian school, not necessarily because of OnlyFans, because her OnlyFans ad that she has on the back of her SUV.
That takes up the entire back window.
When I tell you, the entirety of her back window is the logo of OnlyFans, along with her actual address to go right to subscribe.
Which Jake did.
For research purposes only.
Right.
I mean, it is clear as day. I don't mean a little you know how you have an Ocean Maryland in the corner of your windshield.
Oh, no, this is the whole back of the car.
Whole back of the windshield.
And she drives a Suburban. So it's a large.
Yes. Yes.
It's a very large advertisement, if you will.
Yeah. The school is making her park across the street, which forces her kids to cross a busy road, go down a sidewalk, and walk through a parking lot to get to school. It is unless she takes the ad for her adult content site off her car. Klein goes by the name of Piper Fawn and her adult content OnlyFans. She has a large decal. It goes across the vehicle's back to promote her account.
She said her and her husband enjoyed some, okay, I'm paraphrasing, but they like to eat a little freaky deaky behind closed doors. So they decided they were going to go public with it with this OnlyFans account. She makes no bones about it, that this is what literally pays the bills for their family, which fine. That's not where I have the problem. Where I have is if you look at her account, which Jake did for us, it is definitely sexually oriented.
Yeah.
So basically, this is a huge ad for porn in a child drop-off line at a Christian school. Christian school aside, of course, they're going to be a little stricter. Just let's leave it at a children's school.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. She quoted, "This supports my family. This provides a very comfortable way of life for us, and it's legal. I pay taxes just like everyone else. I'm not breaking the law. I just offended people. So she wants the school to at very least provide someone to help her kids get across the street safely. That I don't
Why
necessarily.
can't she cross them?
Like walk them?
Yeah.
Fair.
I mean, okay, let's say they're the ages where they don't want mom walking them up to the door.
Well,
she could walk them across the street.
What's the age you don't want your mom flaunting her OnlyFans?
Well, that's how I feel about it. But maybe her kids think this is very normal. Maybe she's been in the adult entertainment industry their whole lives and they don't know anything else.
Yeah.
Maybe this isn't that weird. They're going to find out because kids are kids. And
listen.
kids suck. And someone's going to start saying something to her, especially with the moms talking about it.
In the past, I have sometimes tongue-in-cheek, sometimes honestly defended girls on OnlyFans. This one, and this to me isn't even as just for me, isn't so much that you have an OnlyFans. It's that you're going to a grade school.
Yeah.
And you literally have the biggest logo of OnlyFans. So now you're having kids ask their parents, Mom, what's OnlyFans?
Explain that one.
So now I got to have the birds and bees talk to my
right.
kid. Now I got to explain that, well, Timmy's mom, I mean, it's funny, but it's not. So it's like, I'm not against you having OnlyFans, but like in this instance, advertising it so loud and big and bright and a school pickup line. I know you didn't put it on to go pick up your kid for school. I get it. Like,
well, the day she did the
interview,
interview, she put on her OnlyFans t-shirt.
I see
for the interview.
We see realtors drive around in their realtor car with their logo on it and all that. I get it.
They don't sell sexual content. That's the difference.
No, but wouldn't houses sell quicker?
Probably.
So, I'll take it. But I can't. This is a bridge too far for me.
Yeah, I liked that text from you yesterday after you sent it. We were going back and forth. And you're like, even for me, I think this.
I'm like, I'd love to find a way to
too
defend
much.
that one, but that one I can't. Someone says, then use all your money you have to get a car that's just for dropping off your kids.
Right.
I agree with Warren 100%. You put yourself. That's a typo. You put yourself nation when you get children. I don't know.
Sometimes I have to see it.
I'm all for doing whatever the hell you want to do on the internet, but I would never advertise that on my personal vehicle. That could be so dangerous because then they know who you are. They know they can see your content. There's just some things that you advertise for secretly on the internet. Not even to mention some weirdo psycho.
Yeah.
Deranged fan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
no,
even that aspect.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Can you imagine, like, let's say these kids are in, like, 5th grade or something, and they find out that Timmy's mom's on OnlyFans. Can you imagine
I think they know.
his high school life, what that's going to be like even as he gets older?
Yeah, it could be, yeah. I mean,
and, like, what if they got in and, like, saw some of the content? Like, how humiliating for those kids.
Someone says, would you be opposed to a strip club advertisement on a car drop-off with a kid?
It depends. Is it the whole back window, or are we talking about...
Yeah, like a little... This lady, her entire back window is
right.
OnlyFans.
Right.
Entire. So that was interesting. Coming up in the 8 o'clock hour is it's 7:59.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, what?
Someone texted. Did you see that?
No, real quick.
It's ironic. Someone named Brittany won the Justin tickets. LOL. That's funny. I didn't even catch that.
Free Advice Friday coming up in the 8 o'clock hour. Start texting them, and now it is Justin Timberlake. It's Selfish. It's Q92. Saturday we went out. We took the kids swimming at his grandfather's.
Oh,
and,
that's
Jamie's,
fine.
her father went over there and we swam.
Yeah.
Did that. Then, unfortunately, we tried to eat food afterwards, and I had 2 consecutive awful ordering experiences.
So, like, you DoorDash?
Where I went. No, we tried to go. It was, first of all, it was weird to begin with. Watch the time. Okay. It was weird to begin with. Because I suggested after swimming, hey, why don't we all just go get someone little? I don't want to go to like an expensive
right
somewhere. I don't care if it's fast food or just a place that's quick, not that expensive. Let's just grab a bite while we're out. I was like, yeah. And then somehow we end up going to Mexican, which if you know me at all, you know I can't stand Mexican food.
I love it.
As far Mexican food as I go is Chipotle. So the whole time we're driving, I'm like, if this was my idea.
And it got hijacked.
And somehow we're going to a place where everyone knows I won't like any of the food. But I'm thinking there's got to be something, right? Got to be something.
No.
Maybe they have an American menu or some stuff. I know Don Poncho's has actually an awesome American menu.
Yeah, their fries are so good.
Burger, fry, the grilled cheese. It's awesome. This place did not.
Okay.
So I decided, I was thinking, okay, I like Chipotle. What if I get a burrito? And I'm just very specific to the man. And I say, I just want steak and rice.
Yeah, simple.
Seems like, okay, that might work.
Right?
That might work. I didn't take into account that I was in an authentic Mexican restaurant. So I explained this to the gentleman, and he nodded many times.
I got it.
I said, just, burrito, just steak and rice. You don't want this. I don't want that. You don't want this. I don't want that. Do you want this? I don't want that. I thought I just said I wanted just steak and rice. In my head, I said this. I'm like, I thought I made this pretty clear.
I was going to say, did you say this to the waiter?
I said
because that
steak,
doesn't sound like
and he just kept questioning other things that, like, I said I didn't want on it.
Right.
And I spent
He was making sure.
a good couple minutes going, no, just steak and rice. Just steak and rice. Do you want tomatoes? Just steak and rice. Do you want this? Just steak and rice. And somehow that wasn't working. So it comes out.
And it wasn't steak and rice.
First of all, my own fault. I probably expected to see something looking like a Chipotle burrito. And it came out like this very loosely wrapped, I guess, burrito, if you will. Now, first of all, there was cheese on the side and cheese drizzled on the top. I have no idea where the cheese came into the picture. After I spent 10 minutes saying, just steak and rice. Just steak and rice.
Well, but they love to garnish with their queso.
Just steak and rice.
And most people would appreciate that. Queso
I
drizzle.
looked at that and I felt bad because the girls both looked at me like, oh no. And I looked at my plate. I looked at them. I looked back at my plate. I just thought, here we go. Scrape off the cheese. My poor fiance was trying to, oh no, we can fit. I'm like, it's fine. Please sit down. Please sit down. Because she's starting to get up, coming over to my plate. Like, please sit down. I love you. Please sit down. Let's not make a scene in the damn Mexican restaurant. I'm the picky eater.
Yeah, but she felt bad because she probably knew, like, he doesn't even like this to begin with, and that's what he got. Oh, God.
So I scrape off the cheese. Then I go to pick it up. And the whole GD thing just falls apart. It was so wrapped loosely, it just,
right.
It looked like a piece of bologna. The rice is orange. I was like, what the hell is orange rice?
Well, a lot of times they'll put, like, salsa or tomato paste. Like, that's how you make Mexican rice.
So that made me like, oh, here we go. This is just great. So I mustered it down somehow to say it didn't taste good, in my opinion, realizing that I don't like Mexican food and everyone else does. It was awful. When I was younger, I would set an alarm for like 1:30 a.m. so I could wake up and realize I still have 5 more hours of sleep.
Are you serious? I mean,
That is awesome.
I will say, it is a little serendipitous, like when you wake up to go pee, and you're like, I know my alarm's going to go off in 30 minutes, and you find out you have 5 hours of sleep left.
That is a fantastic text.
That's awesome.
You literally wake up to let yourself
They
know.
created that for themselves.
You've still got hours of sleep. That might be the best thing I've read this morning. My alarm is set for 5:30, and I hit a 5-minute snooze every 5 minutes until 6.
Okay, so half an hour of this up and down, up and down. Wake up, doze, wake up.
I wake up every morning. The alarm clock is 5:45 to the music and sounds of Q92.
Aw, well, thanks for waking up with us.
Crypto Dad here. My son, who is a sophomore, just told me he sets an alarm for 6:30, then another one for 6:32, then for 6:35. He gets up, eats breakfast, and sets another alarm for 6:55 so he can go back to sleep after eating a quick breakfast and wakes up at 6:55.
Oh, my gosh. That's a lot.
Oh
He actually
my God.
gets himself out of bed bed and eats, and then goes
and then
back
gives
to
himself
bed.
more time to go back to sleep. This is fantastic. This is a great social experiment we're having right now.
Yes, it is.
It's just for that, huh? Anyway, real quick, this is not anything I want to dwell on. I've just been laughing at this on the internet. We all know Ric Flair, right?
Ric Flair, woo!
I say Ric Flair, woo! Everyone goes, woo!
Yep.
Jake, do we woo?
Woo!
Do you know Ric Flair?
No.
Of course.
Fair enough. Well, he has his own wings now.
His own wigs?
Wings.
Oh, wings. I was like,
He has his own wings now, okay?
yeah.
Hold on, I got it. They pulled it up somewhere and I got it. Okay. You know what they're called? His wings? Wings!
Oh my gosh.
They're called wings. He said wings. Hold on, I got maybe sound better if I turn it up without. I don't probably get distorted, but wings.
It does sound like he's saying wings.
Wings. Wings.
So, like, how do you order that?
Oh God! I'll have 12 barbecue wings.
Right.
Wings. Wings.
Oh boy.
They're called wings. That's all. Nothing behind that. I just wanted to play it on the air. There's even the video of him holding it. They're called Woo Wings. Woo Wings. He's .808 right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you, hanging out. Thank you guys for having us on your radio, streaming us at Q92radio.com. And if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, and X, thank you very much for that. Now, coming up this hour, we're going to get another finalist for the big screen for the big game contest. When you hear the cue to call, be caller number 10. And you'll be in the running to win a 70-inch TV just in time for the big game, along with Hothead Burritos in Green, VIP catering for 20. How great would that be? Also, besides getting the finalist on the air here this hour, when you hear the cue to call, we're going to make a finalist out of one of you that goes over and interacts and likes the live video feed of the show. Just head on over to Q92's Facebook, YouTube, or X page. Click on the live video feed, like it, and leave a comment or an emoji in the comments. All you got to do, we'll randomly select one of you at the end of the show and make you a finalist too.
It's so simple.
It is that simple. The 9 o'clock hour, around 9:15, Maddie Zurakowski from Hall of Fame Village joining us. Around 9:40, comedian Lee Harden going to be calling in. He is performing a show tonight and 2 shows tomorrow at Crackpot's Comedy Club in Massillon. Gave away tickets to that yesterday. So we'll be talking to both of them in the 9 o'clock hour. So that's coming up. It's 9 minutes after 8. It's Sophie Alex Bexter. It's Murder on the Dance Floor. It's Q92. The question to you, Lauren, is what is your true favorite beer? Beer. I don't care about seltzers or liquor. Beer.
Everyday beer, like
If Lauren wants an ice cold beer on a rough day, only a beer. I don't want to hear Truly. I don't want to hear wine cooler. I want to hear
I drink beer.
Well, listen, I drink Trulies too. I'm just saying, like, it's
No, I
beer
know.
day. It's not hard seltzer day.
Either Miller Lite or Modelo.
Miller Lite or Modelo?
Yeah.
I would say I'm Miller Lite or Bud Light. Those are the two beers that I think have the best taste.
Yep.
To me. Jake, your favorite beer. I don't know why Lauren and I are naming two each, but
I can't name one.
You don't have a favorite
You
beer?
don't like beer?
Not at all. I have never finished a beer. I've tried.
You've never finished a beer in your life?
No, because I tried once because I know Star's dad likes drinking beers. And I was like, maybe one day he would want to have a beer with me. So I tried to force myself to have a beer one time. I couldn't do it.
Are
Do you have a video of
wait,
that?
Wait, wait,
No, I don't.
Are you talking about you had a beer with Daddy? Is that what you're talking about?
No. It was alone.
Daddy
It was
David?
Daddy
no.
David and Poo Poo Face?
No,
had a
I
beer?
did not. I was trying
In
to
a tickle fight?
Okay, Christian.
I was trying to prepare myself for that moment, but it never happened because I was doing it alone. But no, I couldn't finish it.
Listen, some people don't like. I get it. There are people that just don't like the taste of beer.
Do you like pumpkin beers? Because now's
No,
the
I
time
don't
for
like
all
pumpkin.
of that. I had my first pumpkin ale at Winking Lizard last weekend. It was so good. But if you guys are listening and you really enjoy pumpkin beer, it's kind of expensive, but it is so worth it. Because you only really drink one, right? And then you have your follow-up beer, like Miller Lite or Modelo or whatever.
Right. O'Doul's. Right.
Something
Right.
like that. Southern Tier Pumpkin Nitro is so stinking good.
Have you been drunk, Jake?
One time.
Off what? Wine coolers?
No, it was the strawberry daiquiris or pina colada.
Oh, I thought he was going to say
Oh, that.
I had that half a beer.
All right. So, been drunk once in your life at 24.
Yeah.
And cannot stand the taste of beer. You've never been able to even finish a bottle of beer.
Correct.
Okay. Last time you even had liquor or alcohol?
A couple days ago.
Oh, look at you.
Whoa.
Look at you.
Not the answer I was thinking was going to
And
come out of his
what
mouth.
was it? A daiquiri?
No, I made I took coconut rum and ginger ale and blue snow cone syrup and just mixed it together because
You are the
I was
most
desperate.
Interesting.
Pretty little drink. Okay.
You are so fascinating. Just
You know,
so
you should make
fascinating.
a snow cone and do that concoction. That would be really good. Like
We've-
boozy snow cones. And
We've thought about that so many times.
oh
but
my
we
gosh,
just never.
Jake, that's another part of your business.
Yeah.
For adults, the adult
it's
adult
been-
bounce party.
It's been thought about, but liquor license and stuff like that, I don't know how to.
Yeah, it's legit.
I'll help you.
I
I'm serious. Okay.
The things of it. You know how to make a bomb?
Don't ask him.
no.
Okay. Wouldn't shock me. He was like, well, of course.
Did you ever make those bombs?
What kind would you like? Floor. That's from Saltburn, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jacob Lordy.
Yeah. I skipped to see what everyone was so like going crazy about. I mean, it's the one scene's a little unsettling,
Yeah. I've heard.
but I thought the movie overall was very boring.
I feel like Jacob Elordia plays since the kissing booth. Like something happened and he's like, I'll only accept twisted dark
How
roles.
weird is the role? Okay. I
Right.
don't do normal.
I don't. I mean, look at it. Euphoria is kind of the same way.
What made Sydney Sweeney famous?
I mean, I don't care. I think Jacob Elordi is a beautiful, beautiful person. So, I mean, I'll watch him in whatever, but I just feel like his roles are now like, instead of Prince Charming, they're more like sinister.
Yeah. He expresses his love physically in that movie.
Oh, Christian.
I'm just saying, he does. He absolutely does. Free Advice Friday, we're officially kicking off. You guys know how Free Advice Friday works. Every Friday, we open up the phone line, we open up the text line, we open up the comments on Facebook, YouTube, and X. You might be out there and you might have a quandary or just something you could use some advice on, sage or not sage. It's up to you. And maybe you want to hear from someone, a stranger. I always think strangers give the best advice because we don't know you, so we can't be biased for or against you. We can only go by what you say and give you our opinion.
That's true.
You don't agree?
No, I do.
Okay. So
I think you're on the right track.
what am I not on the right track about?
No, I'm just agreeing with you wholeheartedly.
I don't understand what's happening right now.
Just go on.
What are you doing? I don't understand what's happening.
I was going to add something to that, and I was like, don't add something to that. And so we just kept dancing here. Continue.
What did you want to add?
Nothing. Now I've decided against it.
You just said I wanted to add something.
I said, and then
Was
I
it
decided I
gross?
wasn't going to add something. Yes, kind of. Keep going.
Such a pervert. Anyway, 330-450-9292 is the phone number. The text line, 330-269-9292. Could it be love life advice, family advice, career advice, where to go to dinner tonight advice? Anything. We're here to help, and we're going to do that the rest of this hour. Start sending it in. We'll start helping. It's Q92.
I see. Jake,
Work
I sent
here
you
afterwards, and then I'm going to find out if I need glasses.
You almost look like a teenager. Okay, so
I just went last week and got the puff test, someone said. So you were, how old did they say to get glasses?
it was at the beginning.
Now?
Yeah.
It
was.
How do you put that on your eyeball?
I don't know. I can
That would
touch my eyeball all day long.
So I'd be afraid I would miss and like get it stuck in the corner of my eye somewhere in my body.
The worst is when it gets folded and it gets stuck up here in your eyelid. And you've got to like work your eyelid to get it to come out.
Man, I'm telling you, no. Give me glasses.
You know what is ridiculous? You and my husband, if he has to touch his eyeball, like he can't,
like this,
he physically
like this. I'd be like, oh my god, like how close are my eyes rubbing them?
Yeah,
you can't come close to my eyes.
No, that's how Tony is. Let me tell you, the one time he got pink eye from the kids when they were little, I literally had to like hold him down. He has like lids of steel. I had to pry his eye open to get that eye drop in there.
I get that.
This is Christian in my glasses. If you're watching the live stream, this is Christian wearing my glasses like a month ago. Remember that when I wore my glasses to work? You're like, let me see it.
Yeah.
Because you knew at that time that it might be necessary.
I got my eyes done yesterday, and yes, they do the glaucoma test. I was diagnosed with glaucoma at 23. At 23? Wow, that sucks. I'm sorry.
See, he doesn't look bad, guys.
What happens if they need to dilate your eyes? And I'm driving on instinct.
Oh, that is the worst. They didn't, the first time they did
they
that
would
to
have
me.
told me. I'm sure they would have said, hey, have someone drive you down.
Well, they gave me sunglasses. They're like, you'll be fine. Just be careful.
Q92.
38 degrees for the high today with decreasing clouds for the afternoon hours. That means sunshine's moving in. Overnight, a partly cloudy sky on the way, a low in the middle 20s. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
Find a rewarding career close to home at Kimball. You'll find outstanding benefits, a supportive team, and opportunities for career growth. Working for a local family company really makes a difference. Apply today.
Pride night in Cleveland at the Guardians game. We were waiting in line for $2 beers for quite some time. You were with friends. I was alone. I wanted to speak to you so bad. I hope the look in your eyes was attraction from your side, too. And that's it.
Wow.
So if you were in line for $2 beers, Pride night at the Guardians game, and you had attraction in your eyes, someone's looking for you.
What does that look like?
Depends.
I just put a muscle in my stomach.
A lot of things. Ton of things. A million faces you could make.
That's so gross.
Could be. It could have been gross. We don't know. We weren't there. There you go. Misconnections.
Jake, let me see your attraction look.
$8:21 right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you. Free Advice Friday. You send it in and we give you advice because, well, that's what we're here for. Experts on nothing, opinions about everything, Lauren.
That's right. We typically are experts on quite a bit. All right, I've got someone who needs advice. Needing advice for my high school daughter, dealing with a mean girl. It's hard because she acts like a friend, but essentially is bullying her. Not just my daughter, but others in their group. The hardest part is that they're in a lot of extracurriculars together. I've always been told, and I've always told her how amazing and welcoming these extracurriculars she's in are. I don't want her to quit, but it's getting to that point. She and a couple of her friends. Don't necessarily want to get the mean girl in trouble because she's not physically touching or injuring, but words cut deep, and so does being two-faced.
That just sounds like anyone. That's not just school. That doesn't go away in the real world.
I kind of know what she's talking about.
Always a toxic friend in the group.
Correct. The friend that really has their own agenda at the forefront of everything and doesn't really give a crap about their friends. Does that make sense?
Yeah, or puts them down to put themselves over.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I would tell her to stick with it because I think at the end of the day, she's going to be really upset if she quits something she enjoys doing just because of this person. I mean, maybe I would tell her to distance herself if that's possible.
Just like keep it so when you're hanging out doing your extracurrics.
Well, yeah.
No hanging out outside of that.
No hanging out outside of that, but even in their extracurriculars, if there's a way to kind of branch off and go over here and do your thing with your group of real friends, I mean, I think you do that. Or maybe someday someone just needs to kind of snap and be like, listen, you're a jerk.
And say it like that.
Right.
You are a jerk, boo-boo face.
I know it's really hard at that age because I probably wouldn't have done it at that age, but that's like my biggest thing now. My daughter just stares at me sometimes and is like, yeah, I'm not going to say that. You know what I mean?
Someone text, I was always told if you pop a bully right in the nose one time, don't think twice about saying anything again. I'm not saying how often. I'm not going to go ahead and say go punch anybody in the face. Defend yourself if you have to, but I would not.
Well, there's those passive-aggressive kids that probably have learned it from mom and dad that just make the underhanded comments that just, they like cut deep, especially at that age when you're like just developing as an adult or starting to develop as an adult and like you can't emotionally process and kind of blow things off. You take them to heart more, you know?
Yeah. Well, last year, the Knott daughter had a terribly toxic entire group of friends. I mean, all of them were.
Oh.
They would, I mean, I don't think they like literally did it, but like it seemed like they would take turns picking someone in their group for a week and like just make fun of and
like roast them
and just make the other person feel like trash for a whole week. And then it was the other person's. I'm not saying they literally did that, but like,
right.
She would tell, I'm like, why are you friends with these people?
Yeah.
They're not even, I don't want to get into that, but like, they're just, I don't know, man. I've been lucky. I've had my friends from high school are still my friends today. We're like, I've had great friends my whole life, supportive, had my back, been with me through my best and worst time. I've been blessed.
You know what? Blessed. I've been very blessed that I met somebody after high school that became like my instant best friend and just still is. I'm not really close with anybody from high school. In fact, it was to the point where I actually had a hard time in high school because I cheered and it was like there were cliques in cheerleading and some of the older girls were absolutely god awful. I mean, they were.
Oh, it could be bad.
They were god awful. Like literally, I ended up quitting and didn't want to come back because of it. So I get that. Do I regret it? I do. If I knew now, or if I knew then what I know now, I would have stuck with it. You know?
Yep. Stuck it out to let them have the satisfaction.
Yeah.
So
I guess it's hard because as a parent, you try and tell your kids that. And they're like, yeah, right. You just don't understand it. Like, in all actuality, we do. We've been there. We were your age once. I know that's hard to like wrap.
I've learned that with a teenager now. They have no concept that you've lived. You weren't
that
always,
you have experience.
Yeah, that you weren't. They think we were born adults and never had a childhood or never went to high school and could not possibly understand anything about school pressure or a relationship when you're 15.
Yeah.
Like, you're right. I have no idea. That's never happened to me. I don't know.
I
was born with a full-time job.
My work friends were really more my ride or die than my high school friends, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. My friends have been my friends since I was 16 years old.
Yeah.
And they're my friends right now in my 40s.
Yeah.
Those are the people I would call right now. And they would probably... they're the type of people I could call at 3 a.m. I got a flat tire. They'd be on their way.
Yeah.
I'll be right there.
Everybody needs a friend like that, or a few.
I got like 10. It's fantastic.
Wow, you are so popular.
I really was. I was voted.
I've got two.
I was voted class clown. I was one of them. Yeah, I really have been popular my whole life. Yeah. Really. It's been a lot of fun. People really like me. It's Pitbull. Don't stop the party. Keep the advice coming, everyone. It's Q92. Let's go around the room for our rage. I have rage. Quick story, Tyler. I'll try to be brief. You've heard me talk about how much I love crispy, crunchy chicken, right?
Yes, I have. Nasty chicken.
It is the bomb diggity. I don't think they say that. It's not stuff. I can tell you that. And that's no cap. A lot of riz in that chicken. So, driving home, being out Saturday, we decided, I'm going to get, there's one in Girard. On the way home, I'm going to stop and get crispy, crunchy chicken. I buy it all the time. Big sign on the freeway for it. I was so excited. I haven't had a chance to get it. And Jamie was like, get it, let's go.
Treat yourself.
You wanted that for a long time. We had a great day together. We were in a great mood. I get it. You wanted that forever. You haven't got it. But I will get it. So, I'm telling you, I'm so excited to get crispy, crunchy chicken. I'm like, this is going to be fantastic. I pull in. There's the sign. It's the same sign I've seen at all the other crispy, crunchy chickens. It's way up high. It's right there on the building. It says crispy, crunchy chicken. I'm like, oh, my God. Let's go. Give me an 8-piece in your JoJo fries, and I'll be gone. I walk in, right? Looks just like every other crispy, crunchy chicken. Ask me what went wrong.
It was closed.
Oh, no, it was open.
Okay.
Ish.
Understaffed?
Yeah.
Roast chicken?
No. Listen to this. At that crispy, crunchy chicken, the one I pulled into and decided to go to, they don't actually sell pieces of chicken, only chicken fingers. I was already scared. Getting the menu it was going to change before my eyes. Come on. And I asked, I go, do you not have pieces of chicken at this crispy, crunchy chicken? And the girl was like, no, we don't.
And she wrecked your day and she had no idea.
And then I saw they had chicken fingers and they had breaded chicken wings. I did my whole sigh there. I guess I'll have breaded chicken wings. Well, sir, that's going to take 10, 15 minutes. We don't have any ready right now. So I ordered, I'll take your 10-piece chicken. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
And the guy comes out from the back. Yeah, I don't know why she told you we had 10. We don't really have 10 right now. You're going to have to wait for
Oh my
the
lord.
chicken tenders too. So you don't in my head. I'm like, so first you don't have chicken at Crispy Crunchy Chicken.
Right.
Second, what you do have is wings and chicken tenders. But third,
But not really.
But none of them are prepared to sell. Nothing is cooked.
You end up getting chicken or leaving?
I got chicken tenders. I took them home, and they were actually delicious.
This is a Q92 Sports Break with Christian Bigglesworth on Q92.
Cleveland Cavaliers beat the Grizzlies last night 108-101. The Cavs are now 30-16 on the season, and they're only one game back of the Milwaukee Bucks in the Central Division. The Cavs are off today, and they'll play the Spurs on the road tomorrow night. College hoops action tonight. The Ohio State Buckeyes are on the road to take on the Iowa Hawkeyes. 7 o'clock is tip-off. You can watch the game on FS1. The Buckeyes are currently 13-8 on the season. And finally, this Sunday at 3 p.m. on ABC and ESPN, you can watch the NFC versus the AFC in the Pro Bowl game. That's a look at sports right here on today's Hit Music, Q92.
Christian and Lauren in the morning on Q92.
Right here on today's Hit Music. It is Q92. Thank you guys for having us on the radio, streaming us at Q92radio.com. If you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, and X. And thank you this hour for Kimball, the sponsor of our live video stream in the 8 o'clock hour. We appreciate you guys. And hello to our little groundhog hanging out on the live video feed. Today it's Groundhog Day.
Jake, did it not have a shadow because it didn't see a shadow, or was that just like a little serendipitous?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how to make a shadow.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, you should. I hope you consider yourself to have free reign as far as graphics when like it's any kind of Groundhog Day or Valentine's Day or Flag Day or Arbor Day. Go for it.
Okay.
It makes it snazzy.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a little snazzy video feed. You know what I'm saying? I love that groundhog.
Me
so
too.
Apparently, spring's gonna come early.
Well, and here's the thing. Not only did Punxsutawney Phil not see his shadow, Buckeye Chuck didn't either.
Buckeye Chuck.
They're
That's
concurring.
two. They always say in journalism, you need what? 2 sources.
Yeah.
To go with it. Where's your 2?
Yeah.
There's your 2. Also coming up this hour, the Q to Call. Become a finalist for the big screen for the big game contest. You go in a 70-inch TV just in time for the big game. Oh, that's not it, though. We're also throwing in VIP catering pack for 20 people from our friends at Hothead Burritos in Green. You hear the Q to Call, be caller number 10. If you want another opportunity for a chance to become a finalist today, head on over to the live stream, like the live video stream, comment, Just say hello, leave an emoji of a burrito or a football or whatever. We don't care. As long as you interact with us in the comments and like the live video feed, you are eligible for Lauren to randomly pick you at the end of the show when we get off the air and hook you up, and you'll become a finalist. We call the winner next Thursday at 8 o'clock. Also, 9 o'clock hour, pair of guests coming on the show with us. We got Maddie Zurakowski at 9:15, as always, from the Hall of Fame Village. And comedian Lee Harden going to be joining us at 9:40. He's performing both tonight and 2 shows tomorrow night in Massillon. All right? At Crackpot's Comedy Club. So, 2 guests coming up. Contest gets some finalists for. Busy last 90 minutes of the show.
Yeah.
Not to mention, it's Free Advice Friday, Laura.
Yes, it is. You ready for the next one?
Let's do some more.
Okay. What do you do when your partner or husband won't stick up for you against his family? Sorry, there was a little typos in there. I understand in-laws, relationships, all that kind of stuff can be hard to navigate. Recently found out someone in my husband's family doesn't care too much for me. I'm not exactly sure why. I tried to reach out to that family member to clear the air, try and find out what maybe I had done wrong to make them feel that way about me, because I found out recently they're talking to other members of my husband's family. I'm growing resentful and feel hurt that my partner doesn't address family members for me about this situation. But I'm also, quite frankly, getting totally sick of the drama and the negative talk about me. It makes it really hard for me to be around them. What do you do?
Start swinging. I
knock them out.
Flail your arms. Whoever's in the way gets
You're
it.
talking about me.
Yeah. Let's do this. Oh, man.
Me, you, kitchen.
We're doing this one way or the other. You know, not every family gets along, especially in-laws. That is a fact.
Yeah.
You'd love for everyone to love everyone, like Jackie Moon said. The great movie Semi-Pro, but not always the case. It's a little strange when you don't know. A lot of times these things happen. You can stem it to something. You can attach it to this happened.
Right.
We had this fight, or she did this.
I don't know. Us ladies are real judgy. So
you're basically saying you don't know even of an incident, it appears, that would have caused this, but something rubbed her the wrong way. I give you credit for reaching out to at least try to clear the air or try to at least have a conversation about it.
Yeah.
My thought process from one aspect is you tried to reach out. You tried to have a conversation and make things right, or at least come to an understanding. They didn't want to do that. That's on them.
it is, but I understand that too, that now they're starting to talk to other people in the family.
Right.
It does make you feel uncomfortable. I get that.
To be honest, whether they like you, don't like you, if you're there, I feel like let's say my family hated Jamie.
Yeah, which would never happen, but
no.
Okay.
But let's say they did.
Sure.
Obviously, I still want to see my family, and even if I knew that, all right, they don't like her. I would not tolerate my family being just disrespectful to my wife or to my fiance.
Right.
I would defend her. Then I would say, listen, you don't gotta love her, but you will treat her with at least respect.
I guess maybe.
Or I guess we won't be over here as much.
Right.
I'm not going to bring her over here just for you guys to crap on.
Yeah.
So, what do you want to do? Do you want to talk about it? You want to talk about what you have an issue with her for? Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
But I'm not just going to bring her over and sit quietly and watch people take backhanded, passive-aggressive shots.
Right.
Me just sit there like, I don't know what's going on.
Well, and during the holidays, you want your spouse to enjoy their time with your family just as much as you are. So, I mean, for me, I would be disappointed. I would be in your boat if my husband wouldn't speak up. To his defense, we're not exactly sure why someone doesn't care for you, but I do think since they're not going to cop to it with you approaching them directly, it's his job to do that digging and that investigative work.
I think that says something about the family member. If you reached out and if they have a problem and there's an opportunity to sit down, whether you don't
and they've
like
ignored it or they've denied it to your face.
Yeah.
That's a crappy person. Some people don't like to be called out, so they just pretend like it didn't happen. Oh,
What? Me?
No.
I've never said anything about you.
You're a great girl.
Oh, we're so happy you're in the family, bitch. What? I would never.
Can't
Who?
stand
What?
her. Oh.
And a lot of people, we talk about this on the show, especially as we are on this earth longer, We tend to feel we have fair game to say rude things or judgy things all day, and then when someone says something back, we clutch our pearls.
Like, how dare you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you berated her for 10 minutes straight. She said one thing back, and you're shocked. How dare she? So, I don't know. I give you credit for trying to at least have a conversation to either clear the air or at least come to an agreement or agree to disagree, whatever. They don't want to talk. What are you going to do?
Yeah, there's not a lot you can do.
I always say that.
I think the answer would be because everyone wants to enjoy their holidays. They don't want to be stressed out or worrying about who's talking about them behind their backs. I wouldn't go. To be quite frank,
I even said if you've done something wrong, you've wronged somebody, you know you're wrong.
Usually.
And you reach out, and this is even just for anyone, you reach out to apologize. They don't have to accept it.
No.
But as far as I'm concerned, if you truly remorseful, you're not just, and you reach out to try to, and they don't, that's on them. That's their decision. I wouldn't, after I tried, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
I messed up. You don't want to, I tried, but you don't want to. That's your decision. I'm not even mad at you for it because I screwed up, but okay. But I'm not going to keep trying.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yep. We had one more come in real quick on YouTube. You want it?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I saw my ex-girlfriend at Walmart the other day. We locked eyes, didn't engage saying anything to each other. How do I tell my current girlfriend that I saw my ex?
Why the hell would you tell her you saw your ex?
You don't need to.
Just seeing someone's not cheating. If I'm at Giant Eagle and I see an ex, I don't have to run home. Jamie, I am so sorry.
Right.
I saw her. She was picking out onions.
Yeah.
Should I move out? I
applaud
no.
you for wanting to be fully transparent with your current girlfriend. However, do I think you have to tell her about this? No, you didn't even talk to her.
Now, if you sleep with your ex, you
That's
probably...
going to be a different conversation.
Now, we probably have to sit down at Denny's and discuss a few things.
Yeah.
Over a Grand Slam, of course. But I would not...
Where are we going, Denny's?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Moon's over my hammy.
You know what? I'd probably go to... If I'm going to tell my girl I cheated on her, I'm probably... You know what? I want a pasta dinner.
Oh, boy.
Hopefully Papa Bear's will be open if that ever happens.
You got a few more months, but it's coming soon.
Yeah. Like, Jamie, let's go to Papa Bear's. I'll just put a meatball. So I got something to tell you. You pass the butter first. Whoops. That's how I would do it. Go somewhere. No. Just saw her. That's all you did.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. You didn't do anything wrong.
No. You're fine. Relax. Like I said, you slept with her. That's a different thing. But if you just saw her at the store, but I don't think I've seen an ex of mine in years in person. I'll see it pop up on social media.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen an ex in person, and I can't even think.
I remember the last ex I saw and where I was, and it was probably 15 years ago.
I don't even remember the last one I saw.
I mean, to be fair, I don't have a lot of...
To be fair, yeah, that's right. You got married at 10.
Oh, stop.
Jake, last time you saw an ex?
When I worked with all of them.
Did.
Oh, yeah, I had to walk back.
That make it weird? How weird was that?
It was very weird. I did not like that.
Did you ever rank them like best kisser to worst kisser?
No, I never did that.
Can we do it now?
If you want.
Who was, out of all the girls you dated, just drop her first name. Out of all the girls you dated at McDonald's, and we all know you love Star, this has nothing to do with it. We're looking at the past. Who was the best kisser at McDonald's?
Hannah, I kissed her once.
Only once, and Hannah took the prize.
Yeah.
What was it about the kiss?
I don't know.
Took you to your
it was
knees,
magic.
huh?
It was magical.
Whoa!
Oh!
That is wild.
Yes! Yes!
Magical.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Magical?
Very.
Whoa.
Oh, we just took a sharp left turn.
A magical kiss. I don't know if I've ever had a magical kiss.
Was she an alien?
Were you floating?
She could have been. Afterwards, I felt like I was floating.
Text.
Oh, that is so cute.
No! Text message. Jake's getting his ass beat tonight. You were floating? This is incredible.
I just see Casper,
All right,
the friendly ghost.
Who was
where he's dancing with, what was her name? Ricci. Christina Ricci.
Yeah. That was the actress's name.
They literally started floating, remember? Because he was a ghost.
She kissed Casper?
Yes.
Ew! What the hell? Why are we making out with
And
ghosts?
I cried. That song that plays behind it.
That should not have happened. That's a kid's show.
It was a movie.
In the cartoon, Casper was never feeling up the
then
girls.
he kind of comes back to life, but then he
bet
goes
he
back
did.
to being a ghost. But he's a very handsome boy.
I was not aware of this. I got to watch Casper and see. That's almost as bad as the Howard the Duck scene. A text message, Jake,
no.
don't answer anymore. No. Machine Gun Kelly. Real quick, who was the worst kisser at McDonald's?
The Canadian.
Oh, the Canadian. Well,
Oh,
she never
man.
really was a Canadian.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
lied about that.
Yeah.
I think she was born there, but
Was
that's
she?
okay. Yeah.
No, then she is a Canadian.
I guess. Vancouver?
I have no idea. I don't remember.
Stupid Canadians.
I'll tell you. If it wasn't for your bacon, I'd want nothing to do with you. It's emo girl. It's Q92.
What are you doing right now exactly? You look like I don't even know what. You have a second to pop over to Facebook, YouTube, or X. You
Enjoying
look
myself.
so weird. You look like you're getting ready to go like scuba diving, like a wetsuit.
Oh, how cool would that be?
Look at it, doesn't it? Like, you know how they put the hood up?
Yeah,
and
it
then
does look like a wetsuit.
We're looking for the Titanic. We'll be back.
That, or what's that one where they would drop them? Oh, what is Cuba Gooding Jr. was in it? He was he
that
went
was
down.
a great movie.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And they would like put
Men-
the big helmet
Men of
on.
Honor? Men of Honor?
Maybe.
Medal of Honor? Something honor. Jake, do you ever play golf?
One time in my whole life.
Enjoy it?
Like not mini golf, like golf.
Golf. Yeah,
Okay.
it wasn't the best time. I would go again just to drive the golf cart around, but
Isn't that the best?
yeah.
What about darts? You play darts?
We used to it in the basement when we were kids, but I haven't played darts in a minute.
Okay. Did you play any sports in high school?
I ran.
Oh. Call now to win a big screen for the big game with Hothead Burritos and Q92.
There's your cue to call. Want to be in the running for a chance to win that 70-inch TV along with the food for you and 20 of your friends. Oh, from Hothead Burritos in Green. Can't win it unless you're a finalist. Here's an opportunity. 330-450-9292. Caller 10. Good luck. All right. Is complimenting hair creepy? That's a question I pose.
What? That's a question that Clint posed when he walked in here.
That's what we've been talking about. We're going to talk about what Clint said.
Yeah.
So he came in here and he was telling us a story about someone complimenting someone's hair.
Yeah.
Saying, I don't mean to be creepy, but I really like your hair.
Well, he asked me, he said, does that creep you out? Because he said, your hair looks nice today. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Is that creepy? Does that creep you out? And I said, no, we know Clint really well.
Right.
So it doesn't bother me at all. But the question was then posed. At what point is complimenting a woman in public not flattering, but yet then creepy?
I remember, and this is back in the 1900s, a guy I worked with who's no longer with us.
Yeah.
Rest easy. King. But he... we were sitting one day in the studio talking, going over what we're going to do on the show. And a sales girl walked in. Now, this sales girl was a very beautiful.
She was a pretty gal.
Yes.
Okay.
I have no doubt. If she was like, hi, can I talk about your business and advertising? The owner would be like, indeed you can. And she always dressed nice. And she did. She had nice legs. And you know me, I'm a legs ass guy.
Okay, so you were oogling her too in the office.
Then yes.
Okay.
Yes, I was. And this is back in my Youngstown days. She walked in one day to ask a sales question about some sponsorship, things like that. And I will never forget this. We're sitting there and we're all talking. And the gentleman, the older gentleman at the time, he says, I got to tell you. He goes, I just got to tell you, you've got an incredible set of legs. And in my head, no! I knew back. This is 1900s now. Oh, no, this is 2000. This is.
Could you hear the clack of HR's heels coming down the hallway?
2002. I'm like, no! I think we're supposed to wait till she leaves the room to say that to each other. I don't think we say it to her.
Right.
Not at work. Not now. And she was very nice about it. And you could tell it was a little like, I'm sorry, but
it probably took her by surprise.
Yeah. But here's the thing. I knew that the guy was not trying to be perverted. I know you're like, oh, sure. I'm telling you, I knew the man. He wasn't. He thought, now he was older. Like he was in his 60s at the time. She's in her 20s.
I guess maybe that.
Maybe from a different, but I'm saying maybe from a different generation.
Yeah.
Maybe then that was seen as okay. I don't know. This was way before now. Where you say hi to someone like, oh God, did I offend you?
Right.
Good morning. Excuse me?
Right.
Damn it. But yeah, I'll never forget that. You've got an incredible set of legs. Oh! One of the funniest things I've ever as a child laughed at. And I mean, I laughed, stomach hurt, couldn't breathe. And I'll never be able to explain it to where you guys would understand how funny it was. I'll never be able for you to be there and understand, because if I explain it to you, you're like, oh, okay. My brother did not understand the concept of bumper cars.
Okay.
And
what did he like run from them?
My brother, my sister, we all got one. I don't know if he just thought you just drive around the little room.
Right.
And that's it.
And there happens to be a lot of accidents. I mean, what?
And we were doing bumper cars, and we were having a fun. And yeah, you get jerked around sometimes, but you can get hit hard.
Yeah.
Of
course.
We're in bumper cars, and my brother did not understand that people were going to hit him.
Oh, God.
He started crying and yelling at everyone that was hitting him. So, like, I'm over on the side playing with people hitting. I look over and he's crying. Someone hits him and he just goes, stop it!
Oh my gosh.
Stop hitting me. And I look over, my dad's dying. My dad's just dying laughing. Like,
not telling him that's the
No, I don't know
point.
how he could bumper cars. I don't know what part of that you don't understand.
I mean, did he not stand in line and like observe it before he got in the car?
He was pissed crying. He wasn't like,
right.
He was pissed crying. You know when you're so mad, all you can do is cry?
Yeah, but did they like pile on him so he couldn't move? Because that's frustrating.
I don't know.
How old were you guys?
We were, all of us, maybe 8, 7, 8, 9. I don't know.
Who's oldest?
My sister.
Okay, and then you?
I'm middle.
And then Justin's the baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just, everyone was hitting him, laughing, and he's not even trying to drive. He's just sitting there yelling at everybody hitting him. He's just screaming at everybody hitting him. Stop it!
Oh my gosh.
I just still remember looking over at my dad.
That's
and my dad's,
hilarious.
like, slapping his hand, laughing. You know, we're like, oh my.
Yeah.
He didn't understand bumper cars. I don't know what he
Aw.
expected from bumper cars.
I mean, is this something you don't let him live down, I take it?
No, I haven't brought it up. I don't think ever to him.
Oh.
But I think about it once in a while. I'll still think about it.
And laugh?
Oh, God. It doesn't do it justice. If you saw it, you'd have been like, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
Didn't understand. And that's
No.
okay. That's okay.
Find a rewarding career close to home at Kimball. You'll find outstanding benefits, a supportive team, and opportunities for career growth. Working for a local family company really makes a difference. Apply today.
Two finalists.
Guess congratulations are in order.
Q92, hello, who is this?
It's Scotty.
Hey, Scotty, where are we calling from?
Minerva.
All right, congratulations. You're caller number 10. You're now a finalist.
No way. I've never won anything.
Well, you have a chance now.
Man.
Yeah, you've got a chance now. You've got a shot to win this 70-inch big screen just in time for the big game. Plus, Hothead Burritos VIP catering package for 20 people. Scotty, hopefully you're like Christian here and you've got just a gaggle of friends.
Oh, I got some friends I could probably invite over.
There we go.
For that.
Awesome. Scotty, just do one thing. Tell everybody your favorite station that just made you a finalist.
Q92.
There you go. 8:59, come to the 9 o'clock hour. We're going to be talking to Maddie Zurakowski from the Hall of Fame Village around 9:15. And at 9:40, comedian Lee Harden going to be calling in the show. He's performing both tonight and Saturday night, doing 2 shows at Crackpot's Comedy Club in Massillon. That's all coming up the 9 o'clock hour. It's Q92. So I have allwomenstalk.com. Go there every day. And it had kind of the 9 main reasons that people call off weddings. The things that can happen that can make you call off a wedding. Okay. Then I went down a hilarious rabbit hole on Reddit. Sometimes Reddit threads are fantastic.
Oh my gosh. I've spent way too much time reading comments on Reddit before.
I just put Reddit thread why you called off wedding, and it was like boom, 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 boom,
yeah.
I was like, damn.
Yeah.
So first I'm just gonna quickly go through what these are, and they're kind of vague, but I don't want to read 8 paragraphs to you guys.
Sure.
So number one of the I don't know if they're in any particular order, but one of the reasons people call off weddings, deep uncertainty about the wedding. Is it cold feet or is it true uncertainty?
Like, why did you say yes then?
Pressure. People feel pressure. I believe that. I believe people feel pressure.
I always felt bad for the people that did the super public proposals, because what if she was like, whoa, let's slow our roll. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's awkward.
Another one, you have a gut feeling this is not right. Again, this is from allwomenstalk.com.
Always trust your gut.
Your gut's just telling you this is not right. Something's
then
not.
Probably it's not.
Number 3, which to me should be number 1, pressure. If you feel pressured to get married, that's not good.
I could see that. I've known several people that maybe have gotten pregnant and had some pressure from their family to make it official, or, something along those lines. So it's like, I get that, because that doesn't mean that it's always right. I know somebody who had a child with their high school sweetheart, and parents on both sides were like, you need to get married. Yeah. I'll tell you what, they're great co-parents. They're just not great together.
I'd rather you be great co-parents than miserable parents together.
Like, they get along fine.
Show your kids nothing but fighting and stuff as they grow up.
Yeah.
Unresolved issues in the relationship. Things that are going on between you guys you haven't fixed yet. You haven't gotten to a compromise, not an agreement.
Yeah.
And you're still going to get married anyway with those things still lying there.
Sure.
Number 5, this is fair, cheating.
Yeah.
Cheating's probably a good reason to call off the marriage.
That would be number 1.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say cheating followed by pressure.
Yeah.
Number 6, you're rushed. The wedding, the whole thing feels rushed. Listen, when that marriage train gets going down the tracks, whoo, it can be tough to slow that baby down. It can feel like you can't get off.
Right.
The train.
Christian.
Number 7, too many differences between you two. Too many differences.
I don't know. I just feel like you would know that before you got engaged.
I had a friend, dated a girl for 9 years.
Yeah.
Always off and on. Always off and on. They got married. It lasted 6 months.
Yeah. All right. That was your sign, though. Those several breakups.
First of all, you guys broke up a million times.
Right.
You dated for 9 years, but you just got married. Oh, well, that'll fix everything.
No, because once you get married, it's way harder to walk away.
She left him. I told you. Left him for a trucker.
10-4, good buddy.
Yeah, I guess.
That's awful.
I like your CB. Think I'm going to risk it all here. He wants you to change. He wants to change you.
Oh, that's never good.
And then I don't get number 9. You don't know enough. Don't know enough what?
Like, maybe you jump in with both feet. Like, those people that get engaged really fast.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Maybe that's what they mean?
Could be. So those are a lot of the reasons why. The main reasons why people, don't end up, or they call off the wedding. It takes balls to call off the wedding. I don't care whether you're mad, whether you're justified, or whether it takes balls to put a halt to the wedding train.
Yeah, it does. Well, it's embarrassing because you have to make that announcement.
You got to tell everybody. You might have to cancel things.
You're going to have to tell your parents who just paid for a lot of this. You know what I mean? Like, if they've chipped in for the wedding. I don't know. On Facebook Live, we have somebody who chimed in and said, yep, I know someone who did. He caught his future wife hooking up with his brother just hours before the wedding.
His brother?
Yeah. I said, that is awful. That's terrible.
Oh my God! You just triggered my memory.
Oh, you're welcome.
But I don't have time right now.
Oh.
Yeah, do I?
Come on.
I got like 3 minutes. To 9:05 here on today's Hit Music. Q92 Morning Show. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you. Thanks for having us on the radio, streaming us at Q92radio.com. If you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, and X, hello there.
Hi.
Final hour for you to go over, like the live video feed, interact with us in the comments. That makes you eligible to be randomly selected at the end of the show. We're going to make someone a finalist for the big screen, for the big game contest. If you haven't done that yet, what are you doing? Head over right now. Click the like button on the live video feed. Interact with us in the comments, and then Lauren's going to randomly select one of you at the end of this hour. Also coming up this hour, here in about 10 minutes, Maddie Zurakowski from the Hall of Fame Village going to be joining us. We'll catch up and see what the Village is up to. And then around 9:40, we're going to be talking to comedian Lee Harden. Like I said, performing at Crackpot's Comedy Club, both tonight and 2 shows tomorrow night. We gave away tickets to those shows yesterday, as a matter of fact. We'll be talking to him. So that is coming up here this morning. So we're about to have our first weekend. I know it's just Super Bowl's next weekend, but we have our first weekend of no NFL football since September.
I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do on Sunday. I always feel this way.
I'm sad.
Yeah, at the end of the season. Oh, even my son spoke very passionately about it. He's like, what are we going to do now? Because he's been so and it's fun because as they get older, they can actually speak intelligently.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. This is a really fun age for my husband, I think, to have a son. You know, not that all ages aren't fun, but just to be able to connect about things you both really, really like. And he still wants to hang out with his dad at this age. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there'll be a time.
Yeah. And he'll be like, no, Dad, I got
You're
plans.
too cool for that. You know what I mean? But I'm going to be very sad. No, I mean, we have the Super Bowl next weekend, but I mean, then after that.
I know. It's like the dark period.
I'll be happy when baseball comes back for a little bit. Of course, it's not as bad in the summer.
It's not as exciting as football. Let's just be honest.
But it's easier to wait for football in the summer when it's nice out.
Well, you got other stuff to do then.
You're outside, you're doing things. But these winter months,
it's the sting of the first few months.
I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
I would agree.
Man. Right, Jake?
Right.
I know you don't like.
I feel kind of left out. His mic cover is Q92 Blue. Have you seen it?
I just got it.
Yeah, I know. I can tell it's freshy fresh.
You got yourself a windscreen?
Uh-huh.
Whatever they're called. Oh.
It's the mic cover.
Yeah.
But it's
pretty damn
perfectly.
blue.
I just keep looking at the flag on his mic. I'm like, it is like spot on almost.
You can order them on Amazon real cheap.
Yeah, I think that's probably what Jake did.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
He's
How
a
much
smart
was
boy.
it?
It was like $16, but I paid an extra $2.99 because I bought it yesterday during the show, and they came yesterday night.
What made you want to buy them?
I don't know. I like them, and then I wanted a blue one because it looks prettier on camera now that we're on camera.
There you go.
No, I would agree with you. It does look prettier. Do you not have Prime?
I have Prime
Why'd you have to pay more though then?
because it came the same day.
Oh, okay.
Like I bought it in the morning, and it came afternoon.
Okay, I was just gonna say I've bought stuff before that same day delivery and I haven't had to pay extra. That might be something new they're doing.
Maybe
They're all trying to get us.
Yeah.
Hulu,
Yeah.
Netflix.
And one way or another, they're all trying to screw you, but make you think they're doing you a favor at the
Right?
same time. My Celsius, because I order that on Amazon because it's way cheaper to get a case of it than
How
going to
much do you
the
pay?
store. Anywhere between 19 and 22
I'll look at Costco next time I go.
for like a 18 pack. So it's pretty good. And I either buy Zoa sugar-free or Celsius. It depends on whoever, because they both flip back and forth over the price.
Pricing.
Whoever's got the better deal when I get on Amazon is what I do. So. And it usually comes literally the next day. Like if I were to order it today, and I think I have to, it'll be here tomorrow. So I enjoy that. Amazon.
Scott says he's not going to be watching this of what Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes did to Justin Tucker. But you do know that they're playing another team. They're not the only ones playing. Niners will be in that.
That stuff, I enjoy that in sports.
Me too.
To an extent. If something's just if someone was warming up and someone just walked up and kicked him in the head, no.
Yeah, that'd be.
But
different.
little things like that, or trash talking at the 50-yard line back and forth, I love that for sports. I think it's good for sports. Not when it gets malice at the palace, but I'm talking some good trash talking or kicking someone. I don't know. Call me whatever. I think it gets you more jacked for the game and more pumped.
Yeah. Did you watch the Pro Bowl last
You're like,
night?
no. No, it's unwatchable to me.
Yeah,
And I'm the
it's
biggest
not
sports fan.
what it used to be.
Well, yeah, I get it. No one wants to play it. You just want to be called a Pro Bowl. You don't want to play in the game. No one wants to get hurt in a meaningless game. I understand that too.
Well, and they were kind of like goofing around because Jason Kelsey they had 5-point targets. They had 1-point targets.
Yeah,
they're like, why'd you go for the
fine.
fives? He's like, why not? And he only got 1 point for his team because he couldn't do them.
I wish they'd bring back like the entire for that weekend since you're just going to make it like about skills, which is fine.
Yeah.
Because again, I'm a Bears fan. If Jalen Johnson's in the Pro Bowl, if he tore his ACL in the Pro Bowl, as a Bears fan, I'd be like, that game meant nothing. Now our best defensive player is not going to be ready for the season. Like, I'd be mad.
Yeah.
So, and they didn't play hard anyway. It was like the most. Like, do you miss it?
Yeah.
You do miss it?
I do. I miss the way that it used to be.
But like, no one really played hard. No one
They
tried.
did. There was a point in time when they did kind of
Everyone
try.
tries to get out of it.
Then it was kind of like, oh God, what if we got hurt? Everybody
Right.
was like, oh. So then it was like they were tapping each other. Nobody was actually tackling, things like that. So I guess I can appreciate it, but don't call it the Pro Bowl if we're going to do skills challenges. That's my thing. I think it just needs to be renamed. They play dodgeball for crying out loud.
I think the skills challenge would get more ratings.
I think so too if you marketed it the right way.
Bring back the true quarterback challenge.
Yes.
Where the QBs had to throw moving targets, see who could throw the farthest. Loved that.
Yeah.
Bring back the NFL's fastest man, where we have them all sprint to see who's the fastest.
Almost like a combine, but like they're already in it, so they don't have anything to prove.
They had the lineman like obstacle course for the linemen.
Yeah.
A kicking contest.
That'd be fun.
Do that. Make a weekend where you celebrate the skills of everybody. Like, that would be awesome.
Baker kind of seems like he wasn't as excited to be there as others, maybe.
I think a lot of people aren't.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people aren't. Baker. I think he's gonna get some money. I think he's gonna get. I was just reading an article.
I hope he gets a contract.
I don't know where it's gonna be because no one seems to want
Cleveland. Bring him back.
No one seems to want him there for a long time.
They may feel differently about that. He was pretty consistent this year.
He was.
First time.
I think the Bucs should re-sign him if the money's right.
Right.
I would not break the bank for Baker Mayfield.
I would bring him back to Cleveland in a heartbeat.
I know you would.
I know they're talking maybe Joe Flacco just to sign.
Would you take Baker over Flacco?
Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah. Baker didn't want to leave.
No.
It just happened.
No. The Browns took an opportunity to get Deshaun Watson.
Right.
He's still there. They still owe
Don't
Deshaun
get
a
me
lot
wrong.
of money.
I like Joe Flacco, but I love Baker, and you know that.
I know you do. We'll see what happens. The offseason is going to be here before you know it. It's Nicki Minaj, Little Uzi Vert. Everybody, it's Q. So yesterday, how about this? On the way home from work yesterday,
Yeah.
got pulled over.
You did?
Did. I did.
For what? Speeding.
I think. The whole thing was weird.
Okay.
I'm not sure who pulled me over. I was on Mahoning Avenue. I was going over Lake Milton, for those of you looking like, where was it? And me and another car that was ahead of me that I was not tailgating or riding his ass, that would mean he was going just as fast, if not faster than me. We both went over the bridge, and as we came, a truck did go by me with lights on the other side of the road. And it said, I don't know if it was a park ranger or a...
Did you get pulled over by park police?
I just said I don't know who pulled me over. I don't know who it was.
Did you get a ticket?
Didn't pay attention to what he said.
But did you get a ticket?
No. He let me... I was going to go with that. But
Well, I know, but it would be on your paperwork. That's why I'm asking.
So, I get pulled over. It's so hard to explain because I saw the guy pull off and it's like he was going to park and look at the lake or something. Me and the other car ahead of me are driving. I don't see anything wrong with anything. There's no traffic at all.
Yeah.
And like a mile down, after I'm down the road, don't even see the lake anymore. He comes around the bend, and I'm thinking this guy's going on a call.
Right.
Like, oh, so me and the guy ahead of me, we kind of drift over to the side to start to, let him go past. He parks behind me. I was like, the hell did I do? And the other guy drives off. I go, oh, you were just as guilty. And the man comes up, and two of them. One went to the right side of my car. One went to the left. I'm like, okay, what is this? What is this? Why? And nice, very nice. He was very polite. He ID'd himself, but I wasn't listening. He was like, I'm blah, blah, blah. And all I heard was, wah, 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 wah. Because I'm still like, why am I pulled over?
Right. You were still perplexed.
He's like, I got you doing 51 and a 35.
Christian.
I was like, oh. Oh. He's like, are you just going home from work? Yeah, that's it. He goes, you got any weapons in the car? I went, no. I laughed. I went, no. I actually laughed. I was like, no. I don't know if you saw my backpack and stuff for my sports equipment.
Yeah.
So I had a couple back. But like, no, I don't have weapons in my car. Yes, my ninja swords. I'm like, no.
You should have been like,
so
what is that called? The sword, the one that we found out a lot of people in
machete.
our machete
Yeah, that everyone uses to protect themselves.
Or katara. Wasn't there something like a katara or
Catan?
Catan.
No, that's a game, isn't it?
I don't know. Anyhow,
takes my stuff, comes back. I'm telling you, not even a minute and a half later. Just keep it slow. You know what I mean?
You know what happens?
Boats dock, and I know it's off season. I understand it's off season. Traffic's light right now, but boats dock here. Have a great day. And I honestly was like, what the hell was that?
I know what happens.
What was that?
2 cops approached you.
Well, in the same
one on
car,
each side.
yeah.
I know that, but 2 rolled up on you. They thought you were someone else.
You
That's
think?
what I think. Yeah.
Think they're looking for somebody else?
Because even 35 and a 51, that would be a ticket. At least in North Canton, it would be.
I was not even pulled over for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm telling you, I was not even pulled
That's
over
what
for
I
5
think
minutes.
happened. They thought maybe you were someone else they were looking for, or like maybe you
wonder
drove
if
the
that's
same
true.
car. You know what I mean?
I wonder if that's true.
That's what I think.
Because like I said, I was with a car ahead of me. We were both cruising. I didn't think either one of us was doing Talladega.
The minute they saw your name on your driver's license, they had to walk back to their car to act like they were doing something. They were probably like, crap, it's not him.
So, but I'm still not sure what they were. Because I didn't read the truck when it went by me.
Yeah.
Park Ranger, I don't think I'm right in saying it was a Park Ranger.
Well, if
But
it was
something on their truck.
We lost power literally all of the time. Like one big gust, lights out. Like that's all it took. Yeah, done. We'd be done. We'd be sitting in the dark.
Jake, pretend you're the wind.
Oh, look, power went out. I don't know what.
That was performance art right there. That was Shakespearean. We should take that on the road.
What was that?
Yeah, Jake, you were just whispering. I said, be the wind. I have a secret.
But like when we moved, we switched power companies. We never lose power. Ever. I shouldn't say that. We lost it right before Christmas last year, and we were out almost all day.
When I lived in Alliance, I actually would lose my power a lot.
No, like legit. Like, how does this even happen? I want to see if you. Who did you have?
I'm not bashing them. I had Ohio Edison.
Oh, see, we have Ohio Edison now. We used to have AEP.
I have Ohio Edison now still.
Yeah.
My place now, knock on wood, God, don't jinx us. When a lot of places around us go out, power, we don't.
Ooh.
Knocking on wood for that.
You're on like a secret strong
I don't know,
grid.
but like we've been very lucky. Very lucky. My mom's goes out all the time.
Do you have well water?
No.
See, we do. So when we lose power, we don't have water at all.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, because then the pump can't pump it up from the well.
No, I understand.
Yeah. Just in case you didn't.
You see, Christian, what happens is. Oh, all right. Finally, I had the answer. But 92. Again, if you have not gone over yet, don't snooze on our contest.
Oh, I like what you did there.
Get over to our Facebook, YouTube, and X. Like the live video feed. Make sure you interact with us in the comments because we're going to pick one of you randomly that does that at the end of the show before we get out of here at 10 and make you a finalist for the big screen for the big game contest. A 70-inch television and food for 20 from Hothead Burritos in Green. Imagine watching the big game with that delicious food and that 70-inch television. We're going to do that for a local listener of this radio station.
Absolutely.
So get over, do it right now. Another reason you want to do that is if you go over right now, you'll be able to see Maddie Zurikowski from the Hall of Fame Village, who joins us every Friday around this time to update us on the Village. Maddie, happy Friday, first of all. How are we doing?
Happy Friday. I'm good. How are you?
Very good. Before we get into anything, I got to tell you guys, amazing video on your social media. I just watched it yesterday for showing us guys how to use the Village stores to get ready for Valentine's Day.
There you go.
Honest to God, I watched the whole thing. I was laughing. It was good. It was well done. And you definitely literally show people on your social media. If you're not following them, follow Hall of Fame Village on all their social media. You show us exactly where to go, what stores, what we can get for our honeys for Valentine's Day. That, by the way, gentlemen, it's February 2nd. It's not that far away.
12 days, guys.
Kudos to you, Maddie, and your social media team. That was really, really cool.
Thank you. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Hoff V is a one-stop shop this Valentine's Day. So little dinner, little dessert. I mean, what more could you ask for?
Oh, a little Build-A-Bear for your love.
Carrie Underwood tickets to go with.
Yeah, man,
Exactly.
Could be that as well. You can take care of everything there. But that was really, really, if you guys haven't checked out that video, do so because it's really good and really well put together. And for us guys who sometimes you got to draw us a map, there's a map in that video.
Yeah, they literally show you.
They show you exactly what you can do, where you can go, and you can walk out of there, like she just said, totally ready for Valentine's Day, Maddie.
You're totally right. And what's also cool too is that we actually have what we're calling our Village Igloo kind of dining experience. So we're going to be running it all winter long. So not only can you kind of pop into all the places mentioned, but you can actually have dinner at Don Shula's, the Brew Kettle, or Pizza Oven, actually in an igloo. So we have special menus in different, specific locations available, but it's just really neat and kind of to add, a more cozy and intimate experience. So that would be great for Valentine's Day, but also just if, even a Galentine's Day or just all winter long, if you want to get out of the house and kind of explore and even follow the map a little bit, you'll be able to check out all those igloos and just have a different experience and a different vantage point from the Village. So go ahead.
That's cool too, Maddie, because a lot of times, I know I'll sit and I'll talk with my fiance, Jamie, about this. We'll be like, no, you want to go out, but you want to do something different, something that you haven't done before. And this is such a unique thing right here in Canton that you can go do. That's not just your typical, let's go to restaurant A, restaurant B. It's something new, unique, and original to do right here in our backyard.
Oh, totally. And I think too, I mean, I know so many people have already checked out Shula's, but just a different, vantage point and being able to go out and have a different experience. And to your point, just get out of the house a little bit and see all the great things that are happening around the village. I mean, we've started off 2024 really strong. So just get ready for more exciting news and offerings at the village because 2024 is going to be a great year for us.
Yeah, we're super excited. And so talking about some of the amazing things that are coming up, I know we've touched on it before. Let's talk about it again. I'm super pumped about this event. Craig Groeschel, Tim Tebow coming to the Hall of Fame Village. Let's talk about how people can get those tickets because I have this feeling that if you don't get them soon, because it is later this month, this could end up being a no-go for you. This would be a missed opportunity. So get those tickets now. Maddie, where can they go to get those?
Yeah, so it's the Forever Lawn Faith Leadership event. Tickets are on sale now at hofvillage.com. This event is actually taking place on Thursday, February 22nd. And to your point, Lauren, I mean, I've already gotten so many emails like, I can't find meet and greet tickets. I can't find this. I can't find that. And it's because it's selling so fast. And I think people, of course, with Tim and Greg are just so excited to be able to be in the same room and just hear their thoughts about leadership, whether that be, faith related, business related, all the above. So it's going to be a really great night and get your tickets because they're definitely selling fast. And this is our first event that we're doing like this, but definitely more to come. So you can find all that information at hofvillage.com.
Yeah. And speaking of selling fast, another, if you have fear of missing out, you do not want to wait to get your Carrie Underwood tickets. You heard it here. I am telling you, you need to go and get them now. This is your Friday warning. I'm just telling you. That also is available over at hofvillage.com. Correct, Maddie?
Yes. Yep. And I couldn't agree with you more, Lauren. I mean, every time I look at Ticketmaster, I am just so shocked. Even just the resellers. I mean, they are on top of it. So get them fast, get them now. And I mean, it's only February? I mean, we have 6 months until this concert and they are flying off the shelves. So we're so excited to welcome Carrie to Canton and just have a wonderful enshrinement weekend.
Yeah. The interest in this and the people already bought tickets. I mean, I'm sure you guys had lofty expectations because it's Carrie Underwood, but were you almost, I don't want to say blown away, but a little surprised at how quickly and how just incredibly the response was, how quick, like, you know what I mean? Like everyone was just going nuts immediately.
Oh my gosh. I mean, in the office, you're like, we love Carrie. Like she is literally putting us off to such a great start. And I think that just has to do with her wild career. And of course, I mean, she's in Vegas right now doing a residency, but she hasn't been anywhere around here, I want to say in 5+ years. So I just think the interest is all around there. And plus being the first female performer or headliner of the Concert for Legends is pretty neat. So I just think it fell into place perfectly. And we just couldn't be happier or more excited. I mean, the countdown is truly on and we haven't even announced the opening act. So that of course will help and get people excited as well. But we're starting off really strong. So like I said, we couldn't be happier.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. And Christian loves a good pun. I don't even think he realized that you accidentally threw in a pun and you've been doing it this morning. You said, were you blown away? You realize Blown Away is a Carrie Underwood song.
Oh, it is. It is.
You and Carrie.
I'd say Jesus take the wheel. At least I made a little right. But that's gonna be incredible. And that, like you said, there's gonna be opening acts. We're gonna be finding out about 2. It's just
I heard they're considering Little Big Town.
I swear to God. I swear to God. If those 4 people ascend from the heavens like they do here on that stage, I don't even know what else.
Christian's got an affliction with Little Big Town. No. He would absolutely be floored if they
Here's my thing with Little Big. It's a rant of mine, and I say it too much. But do you ever notice they just appear at every award show, no matter what the music genre or thing is?
When they always introduce them, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, they're like Little Big Town, and they walk out like these 4 archangels from heaven. They look around like, yes, it's us. Hello,
we are here.
And I like them. I have no issue with them. But I'm like, why at every award? It could be like I said, the BET Awards, Little Big Town. I'd be like, what are they doing? What?
Christian, now you're
the
being
most.
ridiculous.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
It doesn't matter the award ceremony. They're just there. And I'm like, why are they here?
Because they're that good.
The ESPYs, Little Big Town. I'm like, what sports? I just it wouldn't
Get
shock
outta
me.
here.
And if they showed up, I would be there for sure. Be like, all right, play pontoon. Let's
this-
go.
Confirm all your thoughts.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go Big Town. So I'm just saying that would be, if that's an option, that would be very interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even Lauren and I were talking the other day just about all the things that, we're potentially going to be doing together and just how exciting the summer is going to be in general. So we're just planning away and getting excited and just looking forward to welcoming everyone to campus.
And the water park coming along and coming along and coming along. It's just incredible every time you drive by to see that building.
We're so
I
excited.
know. It's crazy. I feel like every single day being back in construction mode, you're just like, oh, that's different. This is different. I mean, for a year solid, a few years ago, I mean, it was constantly like that every day. But now, with the water park and then the hotel breaking ground here soon, it's going to be just really awesome to see that continued improvement and construction and just getting people more and more excited.
For sure. Well, thank you, Madison. I hope you have a
Thank
really,
you.
really good weekend. And we'll chat with you next week.
Sounds good. Same to you guys.
All right.
All
See
right,
ya.
Maddie Zurakowski, Hall of Fame Village, joins us every Friday with your update. Big things going on at the Village. Absolutely big things.
I've got to tell you, she and Courtney are like two of my favorite people over there. They're
Are
like, they're so awesome. Like they're so busy all the time, but they're always like just so
They're-
kind.
Yes.
And they always know what's going on. And I don't know. They're just, I feel so good about what's happening over at the Hall of Fame Village and the growth. I mean, it's insane. And when she talks about the plans for summer, well, just you wait, Bigglesworth.
Someone
You
said
wait.
he says Little Big Town enough times, they're going to show up like Beetlejuice.
You would like that.
I'm telling you.
It would play right into what your theory
If they
is.
open the show, I want them to ascend on clouds to the stage somehow from like the ceiling of just somewhere.
I told you I was in a meeting over there and I was like, listen, if you could ever do us a favor, Christian really wants Little Big Town.
Oh, no,
And I would be equally as happy.
I would just be in the front row like,
yeah. As they played
this is really
Pontoon
happening.
or Girl Crush.
This is really happening. Beer, wine, whiskey. Is that
Oh,
good?
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
look at you with your Little Big Town.
I know my Little Big Town. That's right. Coming up, it's 9:32. Coming up here in about 10 minutes, Lee Harden, comedian, performing at Crackpot's Comedy Club, both tonight doing a show and doing two shows tomorrow night. We're going to be talking with him on the phone. It's Post Malone, Doja Cat, I Like You. It's Q92.
There's white noise, there's gray noise, there's, all kinds. Like we have a sound machine. We get it from Amazon. Our kids have ones even now in their own room. My daughter always falls asleep to the ocean.
I have found a 12-hour YouTube of summer crickets and frogs. It is fantastic. And the screen gets dark. That's what happened at the baby video on YouTube I watched. The screen got dark.
Very nice.
It was a very dim screen. Like you could, honestly, it was barely enough light to, see what you're doing around the bedroom.
That's nice.
You know, a lot of you adults using those as well, huh? Or for your children. See, I was usually a TV just on guy. Put on a movie. I got made fun of because I like to fall asleep. I used to. I'm not allowed now. I like to fall asleep to horror movies.
That's like me falling asleep to Cops. Tony can't wrap his mind around it. He's like, I'll walk in the bedroom and you'll be sound asleep. And you'll hear the cops and they'll be like, get down on the ground. It's like, how do you fall asleep to that? I'm like, I don't know.
It's like, who falls asleep to Saving Private Ryan?
Exactly. And they're all like,
I do.
Yeah.
I put on a lot of war movies. I'll put on documentaries of World War II to fall asleep.
Right.
I'm not allowed to watch them no more.
No.
She's a light sleeper.
She
claims that I'm deaf and take the TV too high.
Yeah.
And when you hear explosions and you hear guns, and I can understand that might not, to the normal person, be ideal sleeping conditions to hear the sounds of war at night. So I guess this is funny. But anytime she's in another room or out of town or whatever, I'm like,
crank it.
Like, let's go, World War II, Doc. Good night. Well, it's like, and then Blitzkrieg started. All these explosions. And I'm just like,
that's your white noise.
My white noise is war, apparently. I know. Do you use anything now or you just go to sleep?
Yeah, we have a sound machine.
You actually both use it.
Yeah, it's in our room. We sleep in the same room.
Not all married people do.
I know, but we do.
Jake, what do you do?
Do anything.
Just Silence.
Just silence.
Lights out.
Lights out. Night night.
I don't know if I could do that.
No.
Even when I lived at home, I had a fan.
Like literally lights out, no TV, no.
Well, I'll watch my phone. Like I'll watch like YouTube videos or like TV on my phone for like a little bit. Then I'll go to bed. But, like I don't keep anything on.
Ooh.
The whole time.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do that.
Ooh.
Then every creak and every sound, I would be like, oh, what's that?
Ooh, I don't know if I could do that. Wow. I would try that on a dare just to see if I could do it. If I can't sleep, I'm always put on a horror movie. Relaxes me, puts me right to sleep.
That's
War
the
movies,
thing.
horror movies, sound machines, nothing.
Cops. I'm telling you.
And nothing.
I'll be dozing off and I'll hear the, "Huh, what you gon'? What you gon'?" I'm like, yep, let it roll.
I don't know if I could fall asleep to nothing.
Me either.
To dead silence, dead darkness. I don't know if I could.
Well, Tony likes to read, and I like to keep the TV on. So it's a constant battle. Like weekends, he's cool with me leaving the TV on. During the week, not so much. So then last night I was trying to watch the end of a Dance Moms episode, and he's like, I'm really getting tired of hearing these Dance Moms. Like, can we please turn
Isn't that where
the
Honey
TV
Boo
up?"
Boo came from?
Not Honey Boo Boo. JoJo Siwa.
Oh, yeah, she was the dancer.
Not
What
Boo Boo.
was Honey?
JoJo.
She was a child pageant girl.
Yes.
Fall asleep to the ID channel every night. At home, I have a fan on in pitch black, but if I go anywhere and stay at a hotel or a friend's house, I go to YouTube, put on white noise, or go to Spotify and put on an airplane sound.
They have apps too. Like I have one that sounds like a fan on my.
Yeah, that one Calm, the app.
Oh
Calm.
yeah, I have that. Well, for a while I had a
Is
paid
that a pay?
subscription.
You have to pay.
You get some things free. It's better to pay though.
I fall asleep to the sweet sounds of Judge Judy, someone says
There
on the
you
text
go.
line.
Justice.
See on YouTube. I just I now fall asleep to Bluey
Well,
because of my 2-year-old.
yeah.
That's fair. I use the small air filter system in my room. Does that make enough noise to fall asleep?
I mean, it really just has to be that low, something.
Yeah, no. Like I said, give me a war movie,
And me, cops.
and I'm going to be good to go. My late great grandma was almost 80 years old with predominantly brown hair. Still, I'm praying I get those genes. Listen, I'm praying that my son has the hair traits from my fiance.
Mhm.
Her father, 59 years old. First of all, you'd never know it to look at him. You would never in a million years say you're 60 years old.
Right.
And absolute full head of hair. I mean, like even the hairline's still
solid.
Yeah, it's not like back
like
a little bit.
A fortress of hair.
Thick as hell. Now it's salt and pepper, more salt now than pepper.
Yeah.
But I mean, the guy's 59, and I'm telling you, gorgeous head of hair.
Oh.
Gorgeous hairline.
Good for those guys.
I'm like,
I
come
mean,
on, Jimmy.
Tiffany over on Facebook said her ex-husband had gray at 19. He's 43 now and is full gray.
I had a friend started in his 20s, and by 30 he was
that's
salt and pepper.
Yeah, my friend Angela. She poor girl. She would be like, I have to go get my hair done like a couple days before your wedding, otherwise the silver's going to show. I'm like, you have grays already? She's like, oh, I've been dyeing my hair every 4 weeks, for a while.
Well, all right, let's all be honest with ourselves right now. How old were you when you started realizing something was going gray? How old were you?
Or something was going in general.
Mine was around probably 40, 41, 68. So like around, yeah. But then after I got COVID,
yeah.
Hey, Santa.
And I haven't found one yet.
And Lauren, look at her. She's 28. Nothing. Nothing.
I wish. I am 41, though.
Is it normal to have gray hairs at 34? I think it can happen anytime.
Yes, absolutely.
So we got 34 on the text line right now. Got my first gray when I got pregnant with my first at 19. Now 28, and every month I got to dye my hair. We got 19 on the board.
Yeah.
35 is when I started. 35 on the board. 16, damn family genes. Nothing you can do.
It happens.
Well, I mean, you could die.
I mean, that's like the whole balding thing, too, though. Like, when did you notice your hairline going?
My hairline, I think we've talked about this. My hairline wasn't necessarily going. I had a spot in the back in the right corner, and it was slowly. I didn't have like a.
But when did you first notice that?
Mid-20s.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately for me.
Okay.
But that's when, like I said, when I realized what was coming, and I realized there's nothing I could do, that's when I bicked my head.
That was my brother-in-law.
And my buddy Muckle makes me feel good every time. He goes, that was so smart. He goes, because no one really has any memory of you balding.
Yeah.
He's like, you just went from hair to big head.
Yep.
He's like, that was smart.
Yeah.
He's like, no comb over phase, no horseshoe phase. You just said.
My husband has a receding hairline. It really started like receding, I would say, in his 30s. But like, it seems like it's stopped. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, good for him. Is he taking it? There's stuff you can take to like slow it down.
No, nothing.
Good for him.
I don't know. It's like it went so far, and then it was like, and we'll leave you with this. You know
and we'll pause everything.
You decide what you want to do.
Here on today's hit music, it is Q92. It is 9:42, and again this weekend, Crackpot's Comedy Club in Massillon. Lee Harden, comedian, going to be doing 2 shows. He's doing a show tonight at 7:30. He's got 2 shows on Saturday at 7:30 and 9:15. And pleasure to be joined by him on the phone line right now. Lee, how are we doing this morning?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for having me.
Oh, absolutely, man. So you excited for these shows tonight here in Massillon at Crackpots?
Oh, absolutely. I've been here a few times already, so I always love coming back and hanging out. It's always been a fun time.
All right, we've been talking to the comedians that have been coming to town here for probably about the last month, Lauren.
Yeah, I would say.
And I'm always just curious because you go around the country. You kind of sometimes, I think, as a comedian, you're aware of where you're at and what works in certain places, maybe in the South, in the Bible Belt, on the West Coast. For you, Lee, Northeast Ohio, is it pretty much cool? You can do whatever kind of show you want. Do you got to tailor anything? I'm always just curious, like how you treat a Northeast Ohio show to us people here in the OH.
Oh, I talk slower.
Probably a good idea. Probably a good idea.
No. Everyone usually talks slower to me because I tell them I'm from Nashville, so everyone talks a little slower, and I appreciate it. No, I love this place. Ohio is, I think, one of the toughest states in the United States.
Really?
And so they're not offended by anything. Not that I work clean, but even working clean, it's amazing some of the jokes you can tell that people will be upset by. But no, this is middle of America, and everyone wanting to have a good time. I've never offended anybody when I did shows here in the Midwest.
Is there a state that when you're going there, you're almost like, well, here we go. You know what I mean? Because I love that you say Ohio's pretty good. That's great to hear that you feel like Ohio's a place you can pretty much go anywhere. For the most part, we're going to have a good time and just laugh. But are there states when you go there like, well, I got to put these jokes away?
Oh, yeah. So, well, it was more of a setting than like the actual demographic. I was northern Minnesota was that place. I didn't know what I was getting into. I got hired to do show. I show up. I find out it's the wedding reception. And so
what
they wanted to have me because the mom didn't want music, alcohol, or dancing. So they had some stranger try to tell jokes to the bride and groom.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think you could probably thank them though for some material for future shows.
Yeah, that had to you had to be loaded up for months.
Oh, absolutely. Because they were like, we're going to have you go on while they're serving cake. And I'm like, I can't compete with cake.
Right.
Seriously.
And yeah, I'm like in front of guys. I'm at their table. They're all eating their cake. I'm like 2 inches away from them. They're not even looking up. I'm trying to get in their face and let them know I'm here. And cake won.
It's hard to beat. It's hard to beat cake.
It's hard to beat cake.
It's hard to beat cake. Yeah.
Well,
absolutely.
I have to ask you because when I saw your bio come through and I was like, this is who we're talking to. You've shared the stage with Henry Cho, Ryan Hamilton, and my personal favorite, Nate Bargatze. What is that like when you're doing a show and you're kind of collaborating? Do you comedians like get together and it's like a hilarious like green room? Do you guys interact? Do you guys stay to yourselves?
Is it like
how does that?
Is it
Yeah,
like
how does that
wrestlers?
work?
You're on your own locker room?
No. Well, I could say this. I know. I knew Nate for a few years now. He's what you see on stage is what you see behind the scenes. He's very chill, very nice, and since he's so laid back on stage, it's like, oh, I can't tell if he's doing a joke or just being himself right now.
Right.
So that's who you get. Henry Cho, that dude is. You got to watch yourself. He's funny, and he will not miss an opportunity to crack a joke at you. You got to make sure your grammar's correct, your sentence is correct. You can't mess up. It's like playing in the NFL. You're the quarterback, and you're playing against the Baltimore Ravens when Ray Lewis was dominating. You can't. You got to be prepared, and you're on your toes. And I told him that to his face, and he loves that. So. Yeah, Ryan Hamilton, that's another guy, super chill, keeps to himself, but one of the nicest guys you'll meet. But, yeah, usually comedians are pretty cool. Brian Regan, I don't know if you guys know Brian Regan.
Yeah. He's been on the show. Yeah, they've been on the show.
Okay, yep. That was the most impressive one. We were hanging out, and he's the same guy on and off stage. He is that same goofball person. I was joking around about an idea that he was working on, and I ad-libbed, and then he ad-libbed, and he started pantomiming the ad-lib and started just doing the fake. Like we were talking about sugar and how Cirque du Soleil is too much. And I said it was sugar. He goes, it is like sugar. He does the voice.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You're like, that's the voice. You're doing the voice.
Yeah. And then he like gets a fake sugar gun and starts using his whole body and shooting around. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the best night of my life.
Actually, it wasn't Brian. It was Dennis that we had on the show. His brother.
Dennis.
Yeah, his brother.
Oh, they're both amazing people. Yeah, Dennis is super funny. But, yeah, comedians are usually pretty cool to hang out with. It's I've never really had too many bad interactions years I've been doing this. So
we're talking to Lee Harden. They got 3 shows this weekend at Crackpots in Massillon. If you want to have a great night out, just having some drinks and laughing at some great jokes and great comedy. He's got a show tonight at 7:30. Got 2 shows tomorrow, 7:30 and 9:15. Before I let you go, did you ever go to open mic nights for comedy? Because Crackpots every Thursday has open mic night, and I wondered to myself how we were talking about this off air yesterday.
Yeah,
how brave you got to be to first do that, and I wonder is that how a lot of comics? Is that pretty much how you have to start? Just going to those open mic nights, getting up there in front of a crowd, and just going for it.
Oh, absolutely. That's 99% of the comedians. That's where you're starting is the open mics. Oh,
how stressful is that?
It is. I'll say this: when you go watch your first live stand-up comedy show, you're like, oh, I can't do this. And then you go watch an open mic, and everyone's kind of on the same level. You're like, oh, well, I can't be the worst one up there if I go up. And
good point.
You're like, that guy wasn't funny. Yeah, I can do
right.
that.
Right. And what you don't realize is that crowd, my crowd is full of other comedians. So then you realize, oh, I'm trying to perform in front of my peers.
Oh, yeah.
And it's got to really be good to make them laugh and an actual crowd to laugh. But, it's stressful, especially if you like have to drive a half hour to get there an hour early. You got to sign up. And then a lot of places you don't know when you're going to get called up to like go on stage. It's at random, so you got to constantly be on your toes. And I think I watched about 6 or 7 before I ever braved it up to try to do 3 minutes. And yeah, it's more stressful performing at an open mic even now, 10 years into this, than an actual show. Like,
I believe it.
Yeah, I believe that too.
I really do believe it. Well, Lee, before we let you go, you got your 3 shows. You got one tonight at 7:30. Then you have tomorrow 7:30 and 9:15 for the people who are going to be coming out to see you this weekend. What can they expect?
I try to do jokes that are relatable to everybody. I try to make myself the butt of the joke most of the time, or I throw my dad under the bus because he's a special guy. He once almost drowned in a waterbed, so I'm never going to let him live that down.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. Well,
I'm like, that's it, Dad. I got to talk about that on stage till no longer doing comedy, Dad. So,
well, that's awesome. Hey, I appreciate the time calling in and talking with us here this morning. Again, the show is tonight 7:30 at Crackpots, and then tomorrow 7:30 and 9:15.
Yep. If you are looking for something to do this weekend, you can head to crackpotscomedy.com and get your tickets to see Lee Harden.
Lee, thanks a lot for the time, man.
Of course. Thanks for having me. I'm looking forward to you.
All right,
Awesome.
guys. Have a great
Thanks, Lee.
weekend. That's Lee Harden, comedian, joining us Crackpots this weekend. If you're looking for a good night of comedy,
Yep.
Go out and see him. It's Q92. So yeah, happy birthday to her. 60 years young. So maybe not. Maybe not.
She is not 60 years old.
No, I made that up.
Yeah.
She's nowhere near that, but she's older than me. So enjoy your day. Like I always say, there's no one I'd rather have ignore my texts and phone calls than my sister.
I feel like her sister just does her own thing. She's just like, I'm good. I don't want to talk to him right now.
Then you get older, she's like, what? I'm like, oh, gee, I don't know. I can't remember at this point.
Oh, stop.
Thank God it wasn't an emergency.
Well, she's got a family and kids and
Yeah,
stuff.
so do I. I can answer my phone or text when one of my family members calls.
That's true.
Or text.
It's true. I'll give you that.
I gotta, you know how much you got to keep an eye on an 8-month-old?
Yeah, I do. I remember that.
I can still pick up my phone. Half the time he has it.
Well, yeah. He lets you know.
I taught him high five yesterday. He learned high five today.
Oh, good.
Yesterday. He doesn't, he goes.
Real slow.
Yeah, he goes real slow. He claps.
Yeah.
I love how babies do the open finger clap.
Oh, yeah.
Like they don't do the clap. They're like.
Yeah.
He does that. He loves to clap. He loves when you see him clap.
Mm-hmm.
But I taught him high five yesterday. Now he's just like.
Real slow.
Yeah. And it's funny because the third thing I've taught him that Jamie doesn't believe I taught him until she sees it.
Okay.
I'll be like, he does high five. He claps now. No, he doesn't. Jimmy, clap.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Jimmy does high fives now. No, he doesn't. I'm like, what?
Why don't you believe me? Right.
Please believe me. Like, yes, he does. I could see if I was like, Jimmy's driving now. I could see you be like, no, he doesn't.
I was just going to say, you should start being a little bit sarcastic and be like,
Jimmy knows geometry.
Right.
That makes sense to call me out and be like, there's no way he knows geometry. I think high-fiving and clapping, I think.
They're reasonable milestones.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
In fact, what is he not? He's 9 now. He just
9
turned 9 on the
months
7th.
Yeah.
What is it? Rage Room, families that play favoritism, but then call the kettle black for other family members when they believe that they are also doing it for their own kids. Family favoritism. Sucks. I feel bad for my brother and sister.
You're on a roll today. You know
really
your sister's listening.
I really do. They know I'm the best one. If there's one shining star of the children, they know who it was. They know it wasn't them. To the guy that passed me as soon as the railroad crossing bar goes up, how can you assume I'm not also late for work and in a hurry, asshat? Hey, listen, I'm for name calling as long as I can say it on the radio.
I wish I could be like, you know how they do the NFL mic'd up? I am like the worst. I need one of those for on days when I'm running late or someone's driving stupid, like close to me. My kids make fun of me all the time.
Asshat does not get used enough.
Your sister said I need to take your booze away.
Booze. The Zoa. Rage room, this country not having a law for maternity leave and having to go back to work too soon because you can't afford not to. Give it the times, USA. Rage room.
That makes me sad.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's the hardest thing to go back to work and leave your baby the first time.
It's not easy.
Especially when you're not ready yet. You know what I mean? Like when you're not physically healed completely or, just, you're like lactating. And I only say that because it's a thing. Like, even if you're not breastfeeding, like you leak for a while.
Yeah. The older you get. Yeah. We're like old faucets when we get older. You know what I mean?
I'm talking about new moms.
I know. I'm talking about wieners. There's that old saying, you can wiggle, you can jiggle, you can do a little dance. The last 3 drops end up in your pants.
Yeah, that's gross.
What it is right here on today's hit music, it is Q92, 9:56. That's going to about do it for us.
Yep, we are done. Thank you guys so much for choosing us to wake you up on your Friday morning.
Before we get out of here, though, we got a little business to take care of. For all of you that went over to the live video stream today, click the like button, commented with us, interacted with us in the comment section. You had a chance to become a finalist for the big screen, for the big game contest. Lauren, who are we randomly selecting and hooking up today?
Today is Ashley Weber. Ashley
Weber, there you go.
Oh, what did she leave? She left a picture, a taco, and a burrito. Oh, it's all about it.
You did it all. Oh, there it is on the screen.
Yep.
Right there, Ashley. Congratulations. Happy Groundhog Day, everybody. Apparently, according to both Puxatani and our Buckeye, what is it? Buckeye
Chuck.
Buckeye Chuck. Spring's coming early, apparently, this year. Thank you guys so much for having us on. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the time off. We'll be back on Monday. Nicolina's in here next. Keller in the afternoon. Ryan at night. Then we'll be back Monday morning. Before we get out of here, Jake, is there anything you'd like to say to the good people listening to this radio station?
Love you, bye.
He loves you. Goodbye. Morgan Wallen. Think about me. It's Q92. Have a great week.